The following is a live presentation of News Channel Nebraska Sports. Columbus area high school football on News Channel Nebraska and ncnsportsnow.com.
In week one of high school football in Nebraska, there are a lot of good matchups, but arguably there is no better matchup than in Howells, Nebraska, Class D1, as East Butler takes on Howells Dodge. Now, both teams are considered number one depending on what team you are, what publication you're looking at in terms of ratings. That just tells you how good both teams, the Jaguars and the Tigers, are tonight. Now, both teams return a lot of starters, 8 for East Butler on both sides of the ball, 6 for the Jaguars. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of experience here in Howells, Nebraska tonight. My name is John Kipper. We'll be joined by Grant Otten in just a few minutes as we get ready for week one of high school football in the state of Nebraska. What we'll do now is I had a chance to talk to East Butler head coach Sean Biltoff just a few minutes ago. He talked a little about his game plan against Howells Dodge. So we will go to that and then come right back over here on News Channel Nebraska. Hello, I'm joined by the East Butler head coach Sean Biltoff. He's getting ready to take on Howells Dodge just here in a little bit. Coach, first of all, it's the first game of the year, 2 top 10 teams. From your standpoint, what are the stakes of this game?
Yeah, I guess for both teams, we're going to really see where we're at to start the season. They're a well-coached team. They're going to come out physical, and we hope to do the same, and we're just looking for an exciting Friday night here. You
mentioned physicality. What's going to be your game plan against this Howells Dodge team that does return a lot of starters from last year?
You know, we're just going to have to match that and stick our nose in there and play hard, and I think our kids are ready to go tonight.
What's the biggest key to the game, biggest thing you guys got to do if you're going to beat the Jaguars?
You know, I think just execute. Take care of the ball earlier in the season. You don't know for sure as far as being your first game. This is a solid test, so we're going to have to take care of the ball, limit penalties and limit mistakes, and work hard to earn a victory tonight.
And clearly we got a beautiful night to play some football, huh?
Yeah, it's a great night. It's going to be a fun night at Howells here.
Well, Coach, I appreciate your time and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
That was Sean Biltoff, head coach of East Butler. And talking to the head coach of Howells Dodge, Mike Spears, he said that the biggest emphasis today is going to be on controlling East Butler's run game. We'll see how that goes in just a few minutes. As you can see, both teams are warming up and getting ready to go out in Howells, Nebraska. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have starters for you next on News Channel Nebraska.
These are my people. This is the place that I come from. This is my piece of this America I love. There's nothing like it. From sea to shining sea. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. These are my neighbors. This is the team that I stand for. This is my daylight, all night world, and so much more. This is my hometown. These are my friends and family. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, there's nowhere else on earth that feels so good to me. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
At Gene Steffi Ford, our goal is to make your purchase a lasting experience. And at Gene Steffi Ford, we do just that. With a great staff, quality Ford products, and competitive pricing, we're sure to find the right vehicle for you. Our sales staff are among Ford's top in customer satisfaction rankings. Come meet our staff, and they'll treat you like family.
Vengan a conocernos.
Y los trataremos como familia.
Serving Columbus and surrounding areas.
Gene Steffi Ford, come and see what makes us different.
The Wellness Center at Butler County Healthcare Center is a community fitness center that offers an indoor walking track, cardio machines, weight machines, free weights, and fitness programs available 24/7 to our members. Lifestyle coaches and personal trainers are on staff to help design safe and effective workouts. At the Wellness Center, you will find the equipment, programs, and experts you need to reach your fitness and wellness goals.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors.
And welcome back to Howells, Nebraska. John Kipper, Grant Otten on the call. Beautiful night for high school football as East Butler getting ready to take on Howells Dodge. Grant, we know this is a matchup of 2 teams that are in the top 10. Now, depending on what you're looking at in terms of rating, either team could be the #1 team in Class D1. So obviously we're in for one heck of a matchup.
Yeah, 2 fantastic teams matching up, and it's the start of Friday Night Lights. We had a game yesterday, but the first official Friday of high school football, so certainly glad to be here in Howells Dodge, and beautiful facilities and a beautiful view from our spot. You can see in the background there.
Yeah,
I cannot wait for this one to get underway.
Pretty brand new looking press box as well. Nice setup here out in Howells. Now let's look at the starting lineup. We will start out with the home squad, the Howells Dodge Jaguars. Starting at quarterback for them today is going to be Dance Van Langen. And from there will be Jordan Burkachek at running back, along with Dylan Harishi. Tight ends, John Yoston and Cade Hageman. Offensive line includes Connor Blum, Wayne Hageman, and Ryan Matchelin. Ryan Matchelin will also be playing nose guard. Defensive ends for Howells Dodge today, Dan Van Lanigan as well as Lane Hageman. Jordan Burkachek playing linebacker, John Yoston at linebacker as well. Connor Blum, Eli Hendrickson, and Jordan Burkachek round up the defensive backs for Howells Dodge. Now looking at East Butler, starting quarterback for them today will be Dalton Bohawk. From there, running back Carter Stera. Riley Spatz, the other running back, Trevor Havlovic, the tight end. We'll have a little bit about him in a bit as well. Camden Robley, the other tight end. Starting offensive lineman for the Tigers, Brandon Rezach, Jacob Yannick, and Nolan Makovica. On the defensive line for East Butler is going to be Jacob Yannick, Brandon Rezach, and Corden Novotny. Linebackers, Riley Spatz, Dalton Bohawk, and Trevor Havlovic. And the defensive backs, Carter Stera and Camden Robley. So there's your starting lineups on both sides of the football. Looking at things, it looks like both teams are getting ready to be introduced out on the field. So we are inching closer and closer to the start of the ball game.
And when you look at that East Butler team, when we saw them in the playoffs last year, a lot of familiar names.
Yeah.
If you are an East Butler fan, and so obviously something very exciting for them in Howells Dodge. A lot of familiar athletes as well competing on their squad, and a huge reason as to why these teams are ranked so highly here in the season. It'll be interesting to see coming into the first game if there's any jitters or anything early on, or if these two teams are able to really come out and punch each other in the mouth and bring us to what we expect be a fantastic football game.
And I hit on it a little bit in the open, but you mentioned a lot of familiar names on East Butler. 8 returning starters on both sides of the ball. So essentially everybody came back. There's a few guys that were considered starters that might have came off the bench quickly, but nonetheless, almost the entire team coming back from last year, a team that finished 5-5, but showed a lot of promise as the year progressed.
Still made it to the playoffs, played some good football, and certainly looked like they were ready to go into this season with a
high mark for where they finish or plan to finish. So I'm really excited. We don't know what to expect from these two teams. We assume it's going to be great football, but I really hope it's as good as we're hoping it will be.
And you mentioned East Butler in the playoffs. They did beat High Plains in the first round before losing to Heartland Lutheran. Now looking at what Howells Dodge did last year, 7-3 before they beat Johnson Brock in the playoffs and then fell to Ward Central Catholic in a heartbreaker of a game where Howells Dodge was up, and then Ward's made a big comeback and ultimately won in overtime. So you can see East Butler right now getting introduced on the field. They're in the white jerseys, maroon pants, and maroon helmets as well. Talking to Howells Dodge coach Mike Spears yesterday, he was talking how this was a heck of a game to open with. Although he thought of the stakes as this isn't an end-all be-all for either team. It's not a must-win for either team. It is week one, and it is likely with so many teams getting in the playoffs in Class D1 that both teams, assuming they do have solid years, will get in. But playoff positioning very well could be a factor in this game. But we will just have to wait and see how both teams end up performing. Yeah, but 6 returning starters on the Jaguars, so they do bring quite a bit back. They have to shuffle a few things around, but otherwise, they are a very, very strong-looking squad. We can see them getting introduced right now, very slick black uniforms. So should be a pretty fun contest out here in Howells. And strength of both teams, while asking the coaches, was their experience. So these are going to be two veteran squads. We'll see. Obviously, it is week one, so you got to balance the fact that it is week one. It's hard to see how good you're going to be initially off the bat, but all that experience coming back, you can't expect as many mistakes as, say, a team with a lot of new starters. And just a reminder, this pregame show brought to you by Columbus Motor Company, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always. And so we are just getting ready for the national anthem out here, so we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have kickoff as Howells Dodge takes on East Butler next on News Channel Nebraska.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride Cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem out here. Home field of Howells Dodge. John Kipper, Grant Otten here on the call on News Channel Nebraska. And this first quarter brought to you by Pizza Ranch. If you're hungry in the Columbus area, you want chicken, pizza, mashed potatoes, what have you, Pizza Ranch is the place to go.
And that rendition of the national anthem by Megan Malsley, a sophomore here at Howells Dodge, and just a great job of singing that to get us kicked off here on a Friday night.
And so we see both teams lined up. Kicking off is going to be East Butler. Howells Dodge will have the first chance to strike. We will see if they do so soon enough. Grant, we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but boy, does it feel good to have high school football season underway.
Yeah, I'm very happy that it is back, and we couldn't have asked for a better matchup to start this broadcasting Friday night season with these two teams right here. Now, Howells Dodge receiving. It'll be interesting to see what him and Dax Van Langen, I got to say that right, Van Langen?
Van Langen, correct.
Van Langen, I'm getting there. See what him and the HD Jaguars and Van Langen can do to kick this match off.
And so we are underway. That's Jordan Burkacek starting things off, getting over to around the 21-yard line. And that is where the Jaguars will begin their drive. And reminder, this is 8-man football, so 80-yard field. A little bit different than what we showcased yesterday out in David City.
Burkacek, a nice hard run there to kick things off and to try and set the tone there for the Jaguars on this opening drive.
Burkacek, a kid that has started every single game since his first year as a freshman at Howells Dodge.
So certainly a kid with a lot of talent and a lot of skill.
I formation to start things out for the Jaguars. They go toss play to the right. And that's going to be some space to the outside for Dylan Horishi. That's going to be good for a first down, and that's how you want to start the game out if you're Howells Dodge.
Horishi making a big statement there on the edge. Some fantastic blocking to open that thing up, and then you see a really just nice job of him running on that edge and teetering the sideline. I thought he might have stepped out for a second there, but he kept his balance, stayed in, and got a couple extra yards, ends up with about 13.
So East Butler on the ropes early, right after the first play. We'll see how they respond. You can see they have the 3-3-2 defensive look and another handoff. Inside play to Horishi. What a tackle there by Dalton Bohawk.
Horishi just can't quite get past the defender there. Bohawk doing a good job of being aggressive up the middle.
Van Langen, you can see him head over to the huddle. He looks the part. 6'4", 210. Senior as well.
Yeah, he is a big quarterback, especially when you talk about these lower classes. You don't always have a quarterback that's got that nice height.
It's going to be a toss play. Horishi again loses one, grabs about a yard or two before he's brought down, but East Butler doing a good job of moving towards the football, and ultimately they get a pretty quick tackle.
Havlevet kind of wraps around on the end and forces to come up and cut that run up for Horishi, and then Horishi just gets smoked by Rezach.
Havlevet, a kid that very well will have an opportunity to play some college football after his senior year at East Butler. Coach said he can dominate the football game. Watch out for him on both sides of the ball tonight.
Cater's a nice receiver. They like to get it through him in the air there as well, and we've seen him make some nice catches there in the playoffs last year.
Third down, 8. Play action, and Langen looking for, that's going to be Burkacek with the reception and first down. Nice little design there by head coach Mike Spears.
Yeah, great dump over the top to Burkacek, who just kind of flared out to the right side, and he had his defender on his back hip. And so you'll see that nice little dump over top. The defender's not able to get there in time, and Burkacek just makes an easy scoop in the breadbasket. Get that kid a job at Panera.
That replay brought to you by Ernst Auto. First down at 10. Now they go to the fullback, Horishi. Excuse me, that's Burkacek on the carry, but he does not go too far before the interior line of the Tigers stomps him down.
Rezach and it looked like Havlebeck both getting a hold of him before he could advance very far. He ends up getting about 3 yards, so not a bad gain. But they were packed tight there in the middle. That run defense has been stout here early on, right there up the middle for East Butler.
So they go to Burkacek yet again. Almost the same play, but just on the different side, and fairly similar result. Maybe grabs another few yards, but that will set up a third down yet again, this time 3rd and 4.
Rezach on the tackle, Burkacek there on the carry. He's staying low and he's grinding his feet, so he's getting about 3 yards per carry. That wouldn't be enough to get a first down. If he can get a little bit more push or a little bit more space, he could set himself up for a first and make it close to 1st and goal.
So from the 18, toss play to the right side. This is Horishi. He gets the first down all the way to the 11-yard line. Jaguars are well into the red zone, and now they're threatening for 6.
Fantastic set of blocks there for the Jaguars. You saw Burkacek helping to lead the way on the blocking front. as Horashi battled through that sweep, and now they are on the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10, 11 for a TD.
Howells Dodge using their dual run game well early on. This time goes to Burkacek, and Grant, they're doing a pretty good job of not allowing the fullback to get very far on those inside handoffs. At least the interior defensive line, you look at the nose guard, really making sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, the interior defense has been very solid here early on. Expect that to be similar here throughout the rest of the game. I can't imagine that'll loosen up, but they got to get a little tighter on the edges if they want to slow down this Jaguars offense.
So 2nd down and 9, going to be toss play. Horishi looking for a space, makes a nice cut, gets over to the 4-yard line. And that seemingly is where Howells Dodge is finding their success on the ground, getting it to the outside before cutting in.
A great job there of East Butler, yeah, like you said, kind of coming out and cutting off that outside edge. But Horashi, that time, that's all him. He made a cut, and he was able to find just a perfect lane between those Tigers defenders. They were really doing a good job of being aggressive, coming forward to the ball, and I think because the interior defense has been so good and they're really trying to make up on the outsides, today they maybe come back a little bit too aggressively, but that's just a good cut there by Burkacek.
Spread look now from Howells Dodge. It's going to be Van Langen with the keeper. Will he get there? No. Nice job there. But it looks like Nolan Makovic making a tackle, as well as Brandon Rezach, the two big boys down low, forcing a 4th down and goal. Oh boy, some excitement early.
That's just some hard-nosed football back and forth as we get ourselves with a timeout from Coach Spires.
So we'll take a quick break as well. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 4th down and goal. 4th down and 2. Do not go anywhere. We'll have that next on News Channel Nebraska.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride Cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride Card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride Card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors.
4th down and 2 from the 3-yard line. It's going to be an inside carry, and it's going to be... It's unknown. Well, they're going to rule him down right around the end line. I think they're going to be a little bit short.
I think he might have got a first down, though.
He could have still got the first down at the 1-yard line. That was Horishi with the carry.
They're going to take an official's timeout and going to measure that one. Boy, Horishi, a hard run, and what a great job by those Tiger linebackers to come and follow up on that play. For a second, that looked like it was going to be a touchdown for sure, but fantastic pursuit on the back end. I think this one's going to be good for a first down, it looks like.
From the press box, it certainly looks like they got it, but we're going to bring in the official measurement. And first down, Howells Dodge from the half.
That was close. Very close. Ball was still a little bit of the ball on the backside of that stick there as they were measuring that, so even closer than I was thinking it was.
So Howells Dodge going to have 4 chances to punch it in less than a yard away. East Butler interior defense really going to have to step up now. They've looked good as Howells Dodge has gotten a lot of their yards from the outside.
Now they're going to have to hold it for 4 downs.
So you see the East Butler sideline getting vocal, trying to encourage that defense. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Howells Dodge. They strike first.
Van Langen tucking it up and going in for 6. Van Langen is pumped after that one. Howells Dodge on the board first.
So A solid running attack all the way down the field. They did have one screen pass, but other than that, it was grounding and pounding before ultimately the Jaguars are able to get into the end zone.
We're going to see a lot of that from them today, but be interesting to see how the East Butler defense adjusts next time's out. Of course, that's going to be a very dangerous Tigers offense coming up next as well. But a nice set of plays. They just did a great job of being efficient and getting enough yards to get first down, especially at the end. That Tigers defense really buttoned up at the end, did not make it easy. Whoa, almost a great catch.
Unable to get the 2-point conversion. That was John Yostin diving for the football. Ultimately, though, Howells Dodge does get 6, so East Butler going to see if they can get that 6 right back when we come back. You're watching High School Football News Channel Nebraska.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors. It's no wonder community is our middle name. Learn more about our quality care and career opportunities today.
Back here live, News Channel Nebraska. John Kipper, Grant Otten out in Howells, Nebraska. As Howells Dodge jumps up ahead first in this top 10 matchup over East Butler. But the Tigers now get a chance to respond themselves. Back to receive Carter Stera and Jaden Reynolds. And so they kick it off. We'll see if East Butler returns it. They will. This is Stera. Not going to get very far. Howells Dodge all over East Butler running back.
Makes it about to the 14, it looks like. And still, you saw some great balance there from Stera to kind of keep on his feet and break some tackles. But just a mob of black jerseys swarming in on him, not giving him any room to break free.
So now East Butler going to have a chance to go and attack themselves. Dalton Bohawk leading the charge. They have a multiple offense, so you're going to see a lot of different things out of this Tiger attack. Keeper to start things off, and Bohawk able to rumble and tumble for around 5 yards before being brought down. A late flag. We'll have to wait and see what that was. That was thrown out during the tackle.
Well, and I wonder if we'll maybe get a face mask or something, just because I saw the helmet go back a little bit. It didn't look like a vicious grabbing of the mask or anything like that, but potentially the call, and that is going to be it.
So that certainly hurts Howells Dodge as they are going to be backed up 15 yards. And that's going to spring the East Butler attack. Oh, just a 5-yarder, excuse me.
Again, nothing too aggressive, just the 5-yard call on the face mask, but enough to move the sticks. But boy, Bohawk was being very aggressive there and earning those extra yards.
Almost the exact same play. Bohawk finding even more room this time. That's a 9-yard carry, looking even close to the first down there from the senior quarterback, and they're not afraid to go right up the gut with their star quarterback.
Bohawk is doing a fantastic job, and you're just seeing the athletic ability that he has to be a mobile quarterback. We saw it there from Van Langen on the previous drive from the Jaguars, but this time East Butler showing their mobility.
So Howells Dodge still going to try to find a way to slow this down. Haven't been able to do it first two plays. Same play for the Tigers this time. The Jags get on him a little bit sooner. A 3-yard gain for Bohawk there. So we'll see if East Butler decides to do something else.
They got about 3 lead blockers essentially going up the middle here when you rewatch it, but a good job by a couple of those guys, including Lane Hageman and I believe Trevor Yedlicka also getting in there to kind of plug up the middle.
So 2nd down and 6. This time they go with the reverse. Shifty little play there. That's Stara going down the sideline. Good for a 1st down. What a play call by head coach Sean Biltoff.
Boy, Stara showing off the speed there on the backside, having a couple of tackles. And some good downfield blocking there by East Butler on the tight end receiving end, specifically by Havlovic, to open that play up for at least enough yards to get the 1st down. Now credit Stara on the first part of that, avoiding those tackles and finishing it off. What a play.
They do 3 draws in a row, essentially 3 out of 4, and then they ultimately switch it up. This time, quarterback keeper to the outside, and Bohawk finding a little space, bowls over one defender before being brought down by Dax Van Langen, but he gave it good to Connor Bloom there, knocking him over and keeping his feet pumping. East Butler now finds themselves on the 15-yard line.
A punishing drive. 1st and 10 Tigers.
And they are doing a fantastic job of driving downfield with some authority here to try to answer that really great drive by the Jaguars. They're showing off again. We've talked about it. 2 very good teams, and when we've seen great teams in class or in this 8-man class face off with each other, it's a pretty offensive-heavy deal where you're seeing some really good run game.
4:58 left to go in the 1st quarter. Both teams' offenses looking strong early on. Can East Butler finish the drive? This is Bohawk finding room towards the right. He has space. That's going to be good for 8 yards or so. Inside the 10, and Howells Dodge going to have to make a stand if they want to avoid 6 points.
Yeah, not a lot of room left for them to get in there in the end zone. And they got a chance if they get about 3 more yards, they're going to have a 1st down, and then you're looking at a 1st goal and a maximum of 6 yards.
2nd down and 3. Bohawk in shotgun. Looking left. He's got blockers. Can he get there? He will. Touchdown. East Butler. They strike back.
Great run around the left side. You saw some strong blocking there from those lead blockers to get in there, get on a man, and then it wasn't too hard for Bohawk to just kind of tuck his shoulder and get into the end zone. Look at that. Just 2 bodies, white jerseys on top of black jerseys. Given that separation, and then just some speed for Bohawk to finish it off.
A very strong runner East Butler has at the quarterback position. Now the Tigers have a chance to take the lead here. Howells Dodge 2-point conversion failed as a pass just went a tad wide, so we'll see if...
Almost was a fantastic catch. It was really close.
So we'll see if East Butler can get into the end zone yet again for 2. Just 4:15 left to go in the 1st quarter. I formation now. It's going to be play action. Bohawk looking to throw the lefty. Throws an incomplete pass. So
Havlovic getting a hand on it because I think maybe he thought it was going to him, but I believe it was trying to go over the top there to Camden Robley.
Nonetheless, East Butler does get a touchdown as we see the 2-point conversion there. And yeah, Havlovic does get a hand. Who knows? Maybe Robley might have caught that if it wasn't for his teammate. But Howells Dodge will have a chance to get the ball right back when we come back. 6-6 ball game. Good one in Howells. More next on the News Channel Nebraska.
Quail Run Golf Course has matured into one of the top-ranked public courses in Nebraska since its inception 25 years ago. With its tempting par 5s, deceiving par 3s, and fair but demanding par 4s, players are sure to be challenged. You're invited to come try the practice facilities, join a league, schedule a lesson, or just get out and play. Quail Run Golf Course, Columbus, Nebraska.
4:15 left to go in the 1st quarter. 6-6 ball game as both teams share touchdowns. So Jaguars get a chance to get going again for their 2nd drive of the game. John Kipper, Grant Otten, proud to be bringing you this game live on News Channel Nebraska. And boy, does it look like a good one so far. It's going to be Josh Brester of Howells Dodge and going to get tripped up right around the 20-yard line. Nice tackle over there by Jaden Reynolds.
Brester, a very familiar name as well. A couple of Brester girls graduating this past season from that girls state championship basketball team. And boy, were they fun to watch going through that state tournament here in early 2017.
Yeah, taking down Diller Odell.
And just an awesome state championship match. We really had a great couple of playoff boys and girls state playoffs were awesome last year.
So first down and 10 right at the 20-yard line. That's where Dax Van Langen going to lead the charge yet again. Going to be a toss play to the outside. This is Horishi. Unable to get very far as East Butler. They got fooled by that play several times in the first drive. Clearly they got coached up during the break.
A couple of guys, Bohach, Havlovic, and Rezach, some very familiar names so far in this game, getting in on that tackle. That sweep came to the outside, but East Butler, again, we talk about wondering how they were going to remedy that, because that was the key for the Jaguars last time out. Those sweeps just really paid off.
So Burkacek got the first play off now. Back on the fullback spot. I formation yet again for the Jaguars. Van Langen looking to pass. Finds his man in the middle. First down and more. That catch by John Yostin. How's Dodge able to move the sticks?
Great throw there to Yostin. And he just kind of worked himself right up that right, essentially just about 4 yards outside the hash, and then he just wired that one in there, Van Langen, with a great throw to make a connection. You can see him turn around on kind of that hook pass, and then just some tough running there to get a few extra yards on the back end.
Well-designed play there by Howells Dodge. Going to set up a first down and 10 from the 37. Inside handoff. This is Horishi. Able to get 7 or 8 on that carry. Just kept the feet moving and was able to find a little bit of a hole.
Horishi was just following Burkacek. He saw the hand extended on Burkacek's back. He said, hey, you block, I will get the yards. And then as soon as Burkacek kind of faded off to the left or the right there, he just paddled through for about 2 extras. So a great play there on first down.
It's going to set up a second down and 3 now, as both offenses really haven't been stopped thus far. It is still the first quarter. 2:26 left to go.
If you're on Twitter, you can follow us. We're updating there as well, and you can tweet at us at ncnsportsnow.com is another great first down effort.
Horishi, not pretty, but able to get over to the first down marker. No official word yet from the referees.
Again, our Twitter is at NCN Sports, so be sure to check us out there. And there's the official sign.
So Howells Dodge gets yet again another first down. They're going to have the ball right at the East Butler 34-yard line. This time inside handoff, Burkacek. Goes about a yard before finding the defensive line of East Butler.
Down near the 30-yard line. Tackle by number 76, Jacob Yenna.
So Burkacek able to get a couple. Going to set up a second down and 8.
So a little bit to go here, but certainly they've shown they've done a good job. They got a couple different plays up their sleeve where they can mix up that pass and that run pretty fluently, and that pass is so dangerous here at that 8-man level because there's so much running that when you mix in a nice play-action play, it can really open things up.
Horishi finding a little space on the outside, finding that toss play yet again, gets it over to the 20-yard line, and Howells Dodge refreshes that down marker again.
Burkacek with another fantastic block on the sweep, and he has been the key to success here for Horishi on the outside edge. Burkacek has just been getting a body on a jersey, and he is not allowing them to get off for a tackle, and that has just been the key, it seems like, to that sweep success so far this evening.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one ourselves. 1:07 left to go in the first. We'll finish up the quarter when we come back on News Channel Nebraska.
So we asked, which is faster, your cell phone or the phone book?
My cell phone.
I think cell phone. I would say that my phone is faster.
Oh, got it. Loading.
Okay, I got it. My phone is not working, of course. Got it. Phone book is faster, definitely. I think I might get a phone book.
I would definitely try the phone book first.
Let your fingers do the walking through your local independent Yellow Pages.
Welcome back. Howells Dodge driving on East Butler right now, tied up at the Jaguars. Looking to change that. You see a shotgun formation now with Dean Langen back with Berkacek. And he is looking to throw, and he's able to find his teammate in the middle, and that's going to be close to a first down. Cade Hageman.
Cade Hageman doing a great job there. A little bit of a Texas route over the middle. He sits in between those two linebackers, and the quarterback able to dump it in right to him, and then it's just some hard-nosed running after that to battle for a couple extra yards.
So the pass play works for Howells Dodge. 2nd down and 2 now. And they get nearly the entire East Butler defense to jump. That hard count working well for Van Langen.
Yeah, they mixed it in there, and unfortunately for the Tigers, a couple of them jumped offside. So it's going to be 1st and goal here. They got about 7 yards to go, it looks like. 6 yards. Excuse me, and East Butler finding themselves in a tough situation, but feeling like both teams are going to be having some tough days on defense because these offenses are just incredible.
Toss play to the outside. Harishi bobbles it a little bit, and ultimately that ends up costing him his first to him. Carter Starrett.
Great job, great play call there defensively as they just slanted right into that sweep, and there was no room to run.
So 10 seconds left to go in the first. It appears like the Jaguars just going to let those seconds tick away. First quarter brought to you by Pizza Ranch, and we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll get the second quarter underway. And we got a good ball game, 6-6, with more next on News Channel Nebraska.
When I'm ready to buy a vehicle, I will go in and talk to the salesperson. I'll tell them what I'm looking for, and they usually get it for me with no problems. I don't have to haggle over price. There's not a lot of negotiating, but I feel like I got a really good deal when I leave at the end of the day.
My experience with Ernst has been that there's no nonsense, there's very little pressure, and they stand behind their product after the sale.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
And welcome back to the Howells Dodge Press Box. John Kipper, Grant on bringing you this game live. Second quarter brought to you by Cargill. Grant, we're seeing a lot of offense thus far.
Yeah, it's two very talented running teams that can mix in some really good pass, and they're lucky they have some great athletes that can kind of spread the field out. So it'll be interesting to see what the answer is. I think it's going to be kind of back and forth touchdown, and then probably the game breaker is going to be if someone has a turnover. And then if that turnover takes place, then that might kind of break the game loose or give the other team the edge.
Howells Dodge in the red zone. Going to be a toss play. Harishi's got a lead blocker trying to get to the outside, though, and that's going to be stopped out as Harishi went away from Berkacek, who was pushing his guy to the outside. Harishi also tried to get to the outside, but didn't work.
Bohach doing a great job of stretching the field out there and kind of running him down, didn't give him any space, and you've seen Bohach's speed there from the quarterback position, so now translating that to the defensive side on the sweep. He got a good read on it early. If he hesitates, he probably doesn't get there in time because Horatia, a very fast back as well.
Harishi subbed out of the ball game, so it's just going to be Van Lagen and Verkacek in the backfield. Shotgun formation spread out. We'll see what the Jags do here. Looking to pass is Van Lagen. He's got time. Throws up in the air, but unable to get it over to Luke Rocheford. Rocheford, scratch that. So he could have made a one-handed nuts catch, but that would have been a tough one.
Classic Calvin Johnson. I always think back to Calvin Johnson during his Georgia Tech days when he kind of made that turnaround catch, but he lost his balance. And I think I'm not sure if there was some contact I couldn't quite see on the back end of the route or if he just kind of got tripped up a little bit, but he was kind of falling down and then tried readjusting. Some great athleticism to adjust as well as he didn't get a hand on it, but tough when he kind of was falling down in that position.
So here we go, 4th down and goal from the 9. Howells Dodge looking for their second TD, airs it out, and that's caught. Rockford brings it in, and Howells Dodge takes the lead.
Rochford on the back shoulder throw. Snags that one in for the first 6 points of quarter number 2. What a great job on that pitch and catch. And we talked about the deadliness of having a strong passing game in this 8-man football because it's so much running. And then if you can spread out that defense with a pass here and then, it just makes it really tough on those defenders. A great connection there.
So Luke Rochford, just a sophomore, brings it in. Now 12-6 Howells Dodge. We'll see if they can do what they couldn't do last time. Harishi looking for the end zone again. Got it. So Howells Dodge takes a 14-6 lead. 11:04 left to go in the second. We'll take a look at that touchdown again. Nice throw, better catch from Luke Rochford. So East Butler now finds themselves down by 8 points as we take a break. Tigers get the ball back when we come back on News Channel Nebraska. This might be real high school.
During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Back here live on NCN, John Kipper, Ryan Otten. In for a good one right now. Howells Dodge reclaims that lead, 14-6. But East Butler in that dynamic offense led by Daud Bohai will be getting the ball back.
See if the Jaguars have an answer for this strong Tigers offense who was just dominant in the run game on their last time out. I don't expect things to be much different going into this attempt.
This is Reynolds. Got a little bit of space. We'll see if he can find it. Able to keep the feet pumping to the 27-yard line, so East Butler will find themselves in good field position.
Reynolds with a fantastic return. Doing a really good job of reading that hole, and I think if he would have maybe cut that back to the outside, it's really tough to read that, but after he got past that first layer of blockers and defenders, if he could have cut back to the sideline, he might have found a few extra yards, but that's tough to tell. He did a really nice job of squeaking through there.
10:58 left to go in the first half. This is where East Butler will begin their drive. Bohawk, two to his right. Going to be led by his
big
blockers. What a run there. And Grant, I get a lot of Cam Newton from the kid. Obviously, that's a big compliment, but he has a similar type of run game where just a big, sturdy quarterback that goes right into the heart of the defense.
Yeah, you got two very big QBs on each side of the ball. Bohawk has just been running extremely hard, and what a physical kid he is to battle through. And now, not often is your QB also playing kind of a defensive end position, which is what the Jaguars have, and same as what Bohawk does in kind of an outside linebacker and defensive end spot. But that just shows you the physicality of these kids, and Bohawk gets hit.
But it's still caught. What a catch there from East Butler's Camden Robley, just coming up and taking it away. We'll check that on the Ernst Auto replay.
Lane Hegeman with a punishing blow there in the backfield. And just what a catch there to stay focused. keep some hands on it, even with Cade Hegeman playing some pretty solid defense there. Just shows you how impressive the catch was.
So first down and 10 right at midfield. Toss play to the outside. This is Stera. Makes a nice cut. Heads inside, goes over for 6. So East Butler continues to move down the field.
Good job there defensively by John Yostin, who you saw just kind of try and take on 2 blockers at the same time. I guess, if anything, got the benefit of the runner cutting back into the inside. But what a great read on the back end to kind of weave through. And even when they're cutting back into the defense, these East Butler runners are still picking up some good yards.
Stera again gets close to the first down. I don't believe he's going to quite get there. So a third down and inches for this East Butler team. Grant, at this point, 4 down territory considering they're this close to the first down marker.
Yeah, I think with how successful they have been running it in most situations here, once you get past half field, you probably got somewhat of a 4th down territory, as long as it's not 4th and 15 or something like that. But boy, both these teams, I don't know how often, unless we get closer to the goal line, we're going to see that 4th down scenario. I expect it might be kind of minimal here tonight.
So Bohawk looking to the left, runs right into a Howells Dodge defender. I don't think he got it.
He is going to be a hair short. A great job there by those defenders on the outside edge of Bohawk. Bohawk had a head of steam, but just some physical play there and some aggressiveness, which you need on 3rd down, so 4th and short.
So big play here, Grant. You mentioned turnovers could be a factor. East Butler trying to avoid that on this play. And they go with the quarterback keeper, and that will be good for a first down. They did that really quickly, caught a Howells Dodge off guard.
Which is exactly how you want to run that QB sneak. Great execution there by the Tigers to get up to the line, get set, and as soon as your QB's ready to go, you get moving. There's no benefit there. In fact, there's a lot less benefit if the defense is prepared and is ready for it.
So East Butler, sighs of relief after that one, as they're now on the 29-yard line trying to get back into the end zone. And they're going to catch Howells Dodge, probably offsides. We'll see the
actually,
call,
I think unless we get an encroachment, we'll see what the call is. But I think actually Corden Novotny might have jumped offsides just a hair early for the Tigers offensive line, and that will be the call.
So false start on East Butler, going to push them back 5 yards.
Not a death sentence by any means for them with how well they've been able to move the football, but certainly not going to make things any easier. They are going to have to take a big chunk of yards here in one of these first 2 downs.
1st and 15, 8:09 now left to go here in this first half. Toss to Stera. Stera's got some space. All sorts of room to the outside. He's going to keep running over the 16 before he's brought down. They only need 1 play to get that back.
There is your big chunky yards right there. A nice read there by Stera. He looked like he wanted to go inside for a second, but great job by the young man to realize staying outside is more beneficial. I know for even back when I was playing, it's tempting to cut inside because you think maybe you'll catch those guys off guard, but just try to beat them to the edge, pick up as many as possible. You saw the nice juke. And then a good wrap up there on the back end by Connor Bloom. But great run by Stera.
So this is going to be Bohawk, and he's looking towards the end zone, gets all the way over to the 5, and another first down. So a 1st and goal for East Butler around the 5.5-yard line.
Bohawk just punishing there from that QB position. He's not afraid to lower that shoulder, tuck that shoulder, and just power through to pick up some extra yards. He gets 9.
So yeah, they did not get the first. That was my mistake, but he's right near that goal line and the first down marker. So they go right over to Stera. Stera trying to make a move, and he will get a first down, not much more, but East Butler line does their job, gives Stera just enough of a push.
Tough call there. Hindsight being 20/20. If you lower your shoulder and just kind of barrel through, he might get himself to the 2 or 3 yard line, but he was trying to read his block. Credit to HD for kind of getting back to the outside as Stara came outside and didn't allow him to get any further than he did. But, hey, it's good for a first down. Your 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. No complaints there.
So East Butler finds themselves down by 8 points. Threatening yet again now. This is Bohawk trying to do it himself. Can he?
He's good. Fantastic run by Bohawk. 5-yard run to cap it off. And you saw some good blocking in the middle, but that was just some really tough running by a senior quarterback who knew he needed to get his team back on the board.
So 4 touchdowns in the first 18 minutes of this ball game. We're going to see the replay of the.
You can see some nice blocking to clear those guys out in the middle. Then you have a couple linebackers and a safety in 4 black jerseys piling up on him. So just that's a great job of driving your legs to get those extra yards.
So now they're going to try to tie it. 14-12 ball game right now. Fake toss looking to throw. They're unable to complete it over to Havlvik. So Howells Dodge will retain a lead, although it is only of 2 points. So we'll take a break. 6:53 left to go in the first half. We still have a good one out in Howells. More next on NCN.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
Back here live on News Channel Nebraska. It is Howells Dodge 14, East Butler 12, as this was slated as one of the better games in the state of Nebraska of the first week of the season. Clearly, this matchup in Class D1 is living up so far.
Yeah, fantastic game here, and we're glad it is panning out like we were hoping it would. We love watching good football, and we are certainly getting that today.
So East Butler going to be kicking off to the Jaguars. And they will be able to return this. It's Prokacek trying to find some space near the near sideline. Gets the ball knocked out towards the very end. Thankfully for Howells Dodge fans, it does go out of bounds, but big hit there from Riley Spatz.
Got himself to about the 21-yard line. Yeah, Riley Spatz on the back end there coming through and knocking it loose. Nice job of breaking a couple tackles as he advanced upfield. And Jaguars now a great chance to expand on this lead. If you can get a 2-point conversion as well, then you make it a 2-score game.
So first down and 10 from 21-yard line. Toss play out to Harishi. Harishi gets a little bit of a second win, seemingly, and just keep those feet moving and able to get 4 or 5 yards.
Really great run there on the outside, battling through some defenders. You saw some good pursuit there by the Tigers. Just need to ramp up a little bit tighter as Harishi is breaking tackles and looking strong there.
6:38 now left to go as Harishi did go out of bounds. Second down and 5. No punts yet in this game. We've had 1 fourth down conversion. Toss play. This is Harishi again, gets tripped up, does not get too far, maybe a yard or 2.
Some good pressure there in the backfield by the Tigers. Riley Spatz and I believe that was Grant Detmer as well, putting some pressure on. But able to move it far back that he kind of ran into the back of his defender. This would be a big stop for the Tigers.
We'll see, and if Howells Dodge gets close to that marker, we'll see if they decide to go for it here. But first things first, third down. Back to passes Van Langen. He does find a man, and that's going to be good for a first down. Nice grab there by Yostin.
Great pitch and catch there. Yostin with another snag, second snag of the day.
Same play, I think.
A little bit altered version of it. I think he ran more of it was kind of a Texas vert, essentially. He kind of was running up the middle of the field there, and he passed it to him so quick that it was kind of a short vert route, but certainly very, very similar to that Texas route that they saw earlier.
5:42 now left to go here in the first half. First down and 10 from the 35 for Howells Dodge. Toss play, Harishi again. What a play in the backfield by East Butler's Brandon Rezach.
Rezach just hungry for a tackle for loss there, battling through that block, and that was just a great individual play. He saw the ball and took a fantastic line at it. And boy, he wasn't going to be stopped. Firing off the ball, you see him working through that block and make it a very heads-up tackle.
You could see him, as soon as that ball was snapped, just break through into the backfield. He was ready to make a play.
Got a good jump, and fortunately for him, it was kind of in the right direction, but really did a great job with his hands to break through that block.
So second down and 14 now for the Jags. Harishi inside handoff. Again, Rezach making a tackle, not in the backfield, but behind the running back, and stops any forward momentum.
And Rezach goes almost unblocked there, I think, as they were maybe kind of in a sweep-type block, and letting him go free is certainly not a good idea, because he did a great job of using his speed to track that thing down from the backside.
Coach Biltoff said Rezach seeks contact when he plays football. That's being shown off right now.
Third down and long again. Another tough situation, but this might be where we see that one of those pass plays come back into the mix.
Trips to the left for Howells Dodge. First time we've seen this formation. Van Langen, lots of time in the pocket, airs it out, and it's caught. Rochford brings in the catch, a second reception for him today, and Howells Dodge gets a new set of downs.
Love the call there. You have the route crossing the field from Brkacek, and then on the outside there you run a vert, and then just right underneath you see Rochford on that out route, and that takes that top off by extending those safeties, and then he's able to just sneak through. That linebacker's a little bit short, doesn't have an ID on him, and you could just pop that thing right over the top. Great pitch and catch.
So Howells Dodge already with the 2-point lead, seeking to add on to that, and if they're able to get the 2-point conversion, that lead would turn into a 2-possession one. Play action, less time this time for Van Langen, and he's going to be brought down by the big boy, Corden Novotny.
Boy, Novotny, another big boy who was not going to be stopped. What a effort by him to fight through there, and this defensive line is playing some tough football for East Butler.
So big time defensive play from the Tigers. 3:32 now left to go for Howells Dodge. And a second down and quite a bit, about 16. I formation early. We've seen that most of the game for Howells Dodge. And Van Langen looking to pass. Havelvik going after him, but the screen gets over to Brkacek. And now he's making some moves. What a spin move several times from the halfback, and he's able to get most of that yardage back.
A big-time play there by Harishi, and what a good job of making a read on that. East Butler bites on that screen a little bit, and you see a good set, a black wall of jerseys kind of getting out there, and then just some heads-up football. What a spin move. Get this kid on Madden.
So Brkacek will take a little bit of a break after that nice play. Third down at 5. Shotgun formation now for Howells Dodge. Harishi to Van Langen's left. East Butler blitzing. They're going to call a flag here. We'll see who it's on. Grant, could you tell?
No, I was looking down on my notes for just a second, so I missed. But a false start there.
So that certainly hurts the Howells Dodge chances of that first down as it goes from 3rd and 6 to 3rd and 11.
Put yourself potentially there in 4-down territory. If you can get it close on this one, I mean, you're so close into the red zone there that you might as well just go for it on both downs here.
And if Howells Dodge can at least complete a pass or run the ball, that clock will keep ticking. 2:15 now left. So if you can't get the first down, at the very least, If you're Howells Dodge, you like to run as much clock as possible.
East Butler going to get the ball here at the coming into the second half, so you certainly want to get some points on here before half.
Then Lagan airing it out long. He's got a man. It's caught! Rochford again to the 2.
What a snag by Rochford. Going up, identifying that ball, and meeting it at its point. A fantastic catch. What execution by the young man. Rochford, again, just a sophomore, going up, snagging that one with contact. And boy, big plays by big players. What a catch.
Rochford, not a tall kid, 5'9", but he looks 6'3" on that play.
Boy, showing some athleticism there and great ability to adjust the ball to make that catch under contact.
So Howells Dodge right at the 3. Can they punch it in? Toss play. Harishi looking for the end zone. Won't get there. Big time play by Havlovic.
Havlovic found the hole, and he just went sprinting in there to make the tackle. What a great play there. Seeing some of his athleticism, and play was looking all right there at the beginning for Harishi, but Havlovic just kind of came out of nowhere.
Howells Dodge puts in a big guy, Zach Lund, try to help the blocking effort here. We'll see what they can bring. 1:10 left to go. Howells Dodge will likely use all 4 of their downs if need be. Quarterback sneak, Van Lagen looking for the end zone. He'll get there.
That's his second QB sneak for a touchdown today. Van Langen, you said it, they put it in the big guys, and they just said, hey, ride behind us, we'll get you in there.
And that's what they do. So 1:02 now left, so East Butler will have a little bit of time. And they're going to try to stop the Howells Dodge 2-point conversion here. If they don't, it will be a 2-possession game in the halftime. Toss play, Harishi, we've seen this a lot. It will not get there, actually loses yards on that play as the tackle. Looks like that was Rezaj there making a play. So 1:02 left to go. East Butler will have one last chance before the second half. We have a good one in Howells. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Don't go anywhere. Halftime.
The Wellness Center at Butler County Healthcare Center is a community fitness center that offers an indoor walking track, cardio machines, weight machines, free weights, and fitness programs available 24/7 to our members. Lifestyle coaches and personal trainers are on staff to help design safe and effective workouts. At the Wellness Center, you will find the equipment, programs, and experts you need to reach your fitness and wellness goals.
Second quarter brought to you by Edgewood Vista. It's been a fun quarter, I tell you. 20-12 right now. Howells Dodge on top of East Butler. The Tigers will have 62 seconds to see if they can strike back. John Kipper, Grant Otten on the call as we are just about ready for kickoff. And Tigers, one last shot. No team has yet to punt or turn it over. It has been an offensive-dominated game thus far, and we're going to have a kickoff. Touchback, I should say, so they will begin from the 15. Grant, you got 62 seconds. Very run-oriented team. How much do you rely on the run game with limited time?
It'll be interesting. I mean, we'll see what kind of passing attack they potentially have here to get down here in a short amount of time. They've obviously have done a great job of eating up a lot of yards with their run game on plays, but they've been eating up a lot of clock as well, too.
So it will be a quarterback keeper. Bohawk looking for some space, and man, does he have excellent shiftiness as he just goes back and forth with his cuts. That was a nice run, but that's going to keep the clock moving.
Yeah, a great effort there, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
42 seconds left to go. That clock continues to tick. 2nd down and 2. Bohawk going to throw it this time. Stera with the catch. He's got space. He's down the sideline over to midfield, right around there, where he's forced out by Connor Bloom. But that is a big play there for East Butler. working the screen. And they are going to have 32.7 seconds to see if they can find any points. East Butler looking into the spread yet again. Bohawk going to run this one. He's got some space. It would normally be a good play, but with such limited time, East Butler going to be forced to call a timeout. So that's going to ultimately be around a 2nd down and 5 when they get play underway. We'll just stay right here. 26.7 seconds left to go. So East Butler trying all they can to get points. Not sure how good their kicking game is, but ultimately they don't have to score a touchdown if they have a good enough kicker.
So, yeah, they made a great effort to get up to midfield now. Certainly another big pass over the top or breakthrough with a run potentially, but, yeah, you're playing with not much time left. They got 1 timeout, I believe, remaining, so you can mix in a run now or you can try and throw deep, mix in another run and give yourselves maybe 3 plays or so to really get in there, but, yeah, not a lot of time.
This could be a very big possession, like you mentioned earlier. East Butler does get the ball back in the second half. So if they can score and then immediately essentially get the kickoff, that could really be a turn of the game.
Havlovic, one of those guys you want to look out for. They are going to go over the top.
And nice pass breakup there from Burkacek there, getting in the face of Robley. And if he wasn't there, Robley would have made the catch.
Kind of fumbled the ball there off of the snap, but then, yeah, you see Burkacek doing a great job of being on top of it. Punching that one through. Great effort. And that makes it really difficult for Camden Robley to catch.
Not the end of the world for the Tigers, as it is now 3rd down, just knocked off about 5 seconds. 21.5 left to go in the second quarter. Bohawk looking to throw again. He's able to find Stera. Stera down the sideline. Perfect play for East Butler when you consider they got the first down and got out of bounds.
Yeah, a very huge play. 15 seconds remaining. I don't believe they've eaten that timeout yet. Obviously, they had the incomplete pass, and then you get out of bounds, so they've put themselves in really good position.
28-yard line is where East Butler finds himself. So regardless of how it goes down, they're at least going to have a shot at the end zone to finish the half if they can't get closer.
Back in that spread, Havlovic on the near side. Or excuse me, on the far side.
It's intercepted! Picked off by Howells Dodge, John Yostin. What a play.
And now potentially seeing Howells Dodge take it over the top. Great read. They ran a crossing route at about 10 yards. And unfortunately, they had to get it back. He had to get it out of the pocket, and by that time, the routes weren't able to kind of flush themselves out. And a big-time play there by the defense.
So as Grant mentioned, we'll see if the Jaguars have any tricks up their sleeve. They do have to go 59 yards in 10.9 seconds. So we'll see if they try hard to get a lot of those yards or if they'll just run out the clock. Gonna be a run play for Harishi. He's got a lot of space. We'll see if he can keep moving. 4 seconds on the clock and a timeout called by Howells Dodge as Harishi gets near midfield. So they might have a shot at the end zone here. We'll see how good of an arm Dax Van Langen has.
They've thrown a couple big plays, specifically to the young man in Rochford, who's had a touchdown catch and another very big catch for that first down that was on a long vert route.
Yeah, they might have to just go to a heat check to Rochford to see if he can keep up the momentum. And that's a long throw, though, about 41, 42 yards. But just such limited time, it's going to have to be the last play.
Yeah, there's not much option other than just chucking that downfield and hoping you can make a connection.
And, of course, if you're Howells Dodge, you got to make sure if it's picked off, you got guys ready to make a tackle. as all possibilities are on the table as we near the end of the first half.
Coming out, probably a shotgun spread type formation maybe if they're going to try and throw deep. Rochford is the lone receiver.
So here we go. 4.4 seconds left to go. Van Langen drops the pass. He's going to have to get rid of it. He does quickly, and actually we're going to have one more play as 0.7 of a second remain on the clock.
That one goes into the dirt. They're unable to kind of connect there, and East Butler did a pretty good job of reading that, so I'm not sure if that play would have opened up even if they would have connected, but so maybe better chance for them that they didn't complete that.
So with 0.7 seconds left on the clock, I will promise this time that this will be the last play of the first half. 3 to the left. House dodging trips. Get the snap. Van Langen moving around the pocket, airs it out, not going to get there, and it will fall incomplete. So neither team able to score late in the first half, but that was not the case for most of the half, as lots of points seen out in Howells, Nebraska. In the halftime, it's Howells Dodge 20, East Butler 12. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Columbus Community Hospital halftime show next on News Channel Nebraska.
Shine and see. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, these are my neighbors. This is the team that I stand for. This is my daylight, all night world, and so much more. This is my hometown. These are my friends and family. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, there's nowhere else on earth that feels so good to me. This is where I live, and there's no place I'd rather be.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
At Gene Steffi Ford, our goal is to make your purchase a lasting experience. And at Gene Steffi Ford, we do just that. With a great staff, quality Ford products, and competitive pricing, we're sure to find the right vehicle for you. Our sales staff are among Ford's top in customer satisfaction rankings. Come meet our staff, and they'll treat you like family.
Vengan a conocernos.
Y los trataremos como familia.
Serving Columbus and surrounding areas.
Gene Steffi Ford, come and see what makes us different.
Hey guys, welcome back out here to Howells. Volleyball coach Neil Van Langen joining me. Coach, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Well, you guys are getting underway here for volleyball season 2, and we are kind of in full swing for fall sports. How's the team looking this season?
Well, real well. We used that extra week of practice to kind of work on some fundamental things, and I'm used to having a game already, so it's going real well, though. We got a young club, but like I said, we worked on some fundamental things, trying to figure out our lineup. We got a lot of different possibilities, and things are going real well. Kids are working hard.
Any players kind of sticking out that people, when they come to watch, go, oh, that is a very talented volleyball player?
We got a couple returners. Erin Prussia, 6-foot junior. She'll move from the right side into the middle, and then Macy Kohanic, great ball handler, great passer. She was our libero the last 2 years. We're going to move her to the outside and let her hit this year and see what she can do. And so, yeah, those two will probably be our top two.
Kohanic, part of that state championship basketball team that obviously was so successful successful last year, having versatile female athletes in your school. How does that help you and your volleyball team?
Oh, it just means she's just an athlete, and that's with Erin. Erin played in the post on our team, came off the bench last year, and yeah, so just the experience of being in those big games is big, and yeah, just their athletic ability. They're both tremendous athletes, and that's what I think you're going to see from us. We're very inexperienced, but got some athletes.
As you look forward here in the season, any big matchups specifically you might hope fans have a big show at?
I hate to say it, but last year we had a real nice team. We were 25-7, and man, everybody in our conference, they gave us great games. We'd go 4 sets with teams, that we didn't, think maybe were that great. And so it's every night out, it's going to be tough. I mean, the best teams in our conference are North Bend, Stanton, and Humphrey-Lindsay. But honestly, any team in our conference past those 3 can probably beat anybody else, really.
As you look at the football field tonight, any analysis you can give us on your Jaguars?
Well, my voice is a little shot. Having my son out there as a quarterback as a senior is a little nerve-wracking, but man, they've done a great job, man. I'm really proud of those kids.
Well, we've called his name quite a bit this evening, and we've talked it's kind of rare to have 6'4", 6'3" quarterbacks in a Class D school, but he's certainly a big kid that's done a lot as you've watched him over the years. What's it been like watching this Jaguars team? They're certainly set up to have a big run.
They are. It's fun. I mean, just losing a couple seniors from last year, this hopefully should be a nice year for these guys. I mean, watching these kids, ever since they've been 5th grade, they did a great job in 5th and 6th grade, and just through junior high did a nice job, and now it's their turn on the big show, and they're doing a great job, and I think they're going to handle it real well, I think.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you talking to us, and I hope your voice recovers by tomorrow.
You bet. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, guys, we'll be back with some highlights and recap right after this here on News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
At Gene Steffi Ford, our goal is to make your purchase a lasting experience. And at Gene Steffi Ford, we do just that. With a great staff, quality Ford products, and competitive pricing, we're sure to find the right vehicle for you. Our sales staff are among Ford's top in customer satisfaction rankings. Come meet our staff, and they'll treat you like family.
Vengan a conocernos.
Y los trataremos como familia.
Serving Columbus and surrounding areas.
Gene Steffi Ford, come and see what makes us different.
The Wellness Center at Butler County Healthcare Center is a community fitness center that offers an indoor walking track, cardio machines, weight machines, free weights, and fitness programs available 24/7 to our members. Lifestyle coaches and personal trainers are on staff to help design safe and effective workouts. At the Wellness Center, you will find the equipment, programs, and experts you need to reach your fitness and wellness goals.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors. It's no wonder community is our middle name. Learn more about our quality care and career opportunities today.
Quail Run Golf Course has matured into one of the top-ranked public courses in Nebraska since its inception 25 years ago. With its tempting par 5s, deceiving par 3s, and fair but demanding par 4s, players are sure to be challenged. You're invited to come try the practice facilities, join a league, schedule a lesson, or or just get out and play. Quail Run Golf Course, Columbus, Nebraska.
So we asked, which is faster, your cell phone or the phone book?
My cell phone.
I think cell phone. I would say that my phone is faster. Oh, got it. Loading.
Okay, I got it. My phone is not working, of course. Got it. Phone book is faster, definitely. I think I might get a phone book.
I would definitely try the phone book first.
Let your fingers do the walking through your local independent Yellow Pages.
When I'm ready to buy a vehicle, I will go in and talk to the salesperson. I'll tell them what I'm looking for, and they usually get it for me with no problems. I don't have to haggle over price. There's not a lot of negotiating, but I feel like I got a really good deal when I leave at the end of the day.
My experience with Ernst has been that there's no nonsense, there's very little pressure, and they stand behind their product after the sale.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
These are my people. This is the place that I come from. This is my piece of this America I love. There's nothing like it. From sea to shining sea. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah. These are my neighbors. This is the team that I stand for. This is my daylight. All night world and so much more. This is my hometown. These are my friends and family. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, there's nowhere else on earth that feels so good to me. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Back here live on News Channel Nebraska, it's Howells Dodge 20, East Butler 12. As we inch closer to second half kick, John Kimber, Grant Otten, out in Howells, Nebraska. Sun beginning to go down. Lights are officially on. It really feels like high school football season at this point. And by the way, this halftime show brought to you by Columbus Community Hospital, who is making a healthy difference with a culture built on commitment, compassion, and quality care. It's no wonder community is our middle name. Learn more at columbusHosp.org. That is Columbus, HOSP.org. Grant, 2 chances for both teams at the end of the half. Obviously less of one for Howells Dodge. But East Butler driving down the field, looking like they might even things out, but then an interception.
So we'll kind of recap the game here so far. It started off Howells Dodge, a 60-yard drive. Finished off with a Van Langen QB sneak for 6 points. That made it 6-0 to start the game off. 2-point conversion was no good. And then East Butler, a 66-yard drive, capped off by their quarterback in Bohach. 6 points on a QB sweep, essentially, so made it 6-6. 2-point was no good there as well. Then Howells Dodge, again on the 20-yard line, gets a 60-yard drive. And a nice pass kind of started things off to Yostin for 12 yards up the sideline, and then eventually Van Langen chucked it over to Rochford for a 14-6 lead. And then the 2-point conversion was good there, and that's going to be essential as we kind of keep moving forward here. 14-6 your score at that point. And then East Butler, a 53-yard drive to answer. Bohach does a QB dive for 5 yards, and that makes the score 4-12 because the 2-point was no good. So they're down 2. Now the HD is going to get a chance to score. They had an opportunity to make it a 2-score game, but unfortunately, after the QB sneak by Van Lagen for his second TD. Congrats on that. They weren't able to get the 2-point conversion, so still just a 1-point game. A 1-score game at 8 points, 20-12. East Butler at the very end, you mentioned, had a great opportunity. They ended up throwing an interception on that crossing route.
Yep.
HD gets it. They try to go back, and they throw a deep route. It almost gets intercepted, so it wasn't too big of a threat either way. They had some great defensive stepping up, but we got a good game here so far. East Butler going to start off here offensively, and the way they're going, they're most likely going to score, and then HD's going to score, and then the Tigers are going to score again, then Jaguars are going to score again, and we're just battling the cats right now going back and forth.
It might be just the last person who has the ball. That very well could be how this game ends.
Which we've seen, and very reminiscent. This reminds me last year, Osceola, the Bulldogs taking on Humphrey St. Francis. Yep. We broadcast that game, and that is exactly what it was. It was back and forth, back and forth. Osceola essentially got the last opportunity to go down and score. They took the lead. They won the game. They end up, going on the run that they went. They didn't win the state championship, but they fell to Sacred Heart, the eventual state champions, and had a fantastic run in the state championship playoffs. But that's kind of the matchup we're setting up here for tonight. And if that's the case, we may be seeing these two teams in the postseason, deep in the postseason.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was kind of what I was talking about with Spears, why it might not be a must-win game, as both these teams, you can tell on the football field, I'm just going to say it, they're probably going to make the postseason. I mean, you can tell both these teams are in the upper echelon.
John Kipper's calling it right now.
Yeah. So I think right now it's about playoff positioning right now, and obviously making sure you're healthy and playing your best at the end of the season. But we're week one, and both teams clearly playing pretty good football.
Yeah, barring any significant injuries, you hope no one gets hurt, but that would be the only reason maybe these two teams would not find themselves going deep in the playoffs. But we're set up for a good match now. I think turnover, too, if you look at this, the turnover scenario, if one of these teams does force a turnover or gets an interception or, unfortunately for them, fumbles it or something like that, that could be really the difference in the game. Both these teams playing some very tight ball. I don't know where a turnover would come from. It'd have to almost be a turnover on downs or something like that is the most likely situation, if any.
We did see an interception, but that was kind of trying to force things late. It was a little different scenario.
Yeah, they were that's East Butler. They were in that passing scenario. They were really trying to push things downfield. You saw that crossing route. The pocket closed a little bit earlier. It was something that we haven't seen them run before, so the ball got forced out, and it ended up being intercepted. But, again, like you said, I don't see that being a scenario unless we get down to the end. Now, a turnover down to the end, that could be a game changer too, and certainly if that was a game ending drive, if we were in the fourth quarter, that turnover would have been the difference in the game. And certainly it could come down to the wire. If they would have scored there, they could get the ball back and score again and then would have taken the lead, but now they're just going to try and score, and they are going to hope they can tie it up with a 2-point conversion.
So we're about 2 minutes or so away from the second half kickoff. You can see coaches, fans, players just getting prepped for the second half of play. By the way, game brought to you by Didier's Grocery. You can catch them in both David City and Schuyler. They can give you all your grocery needs, as they seemingly always have deals. You can check them out in both locations, David City and Schuyler, as well as online.
Both proud supporter of Butler County and Colfax County Athletics, so we appreciate them helping us to bring you this game. Columbus Community Hospital as well, our halftime sponsor for today's matchup between East Butler and Howells Dodge, two of the top-ranked schools in the state, and certainly this is one of the highlighting match of opening Friday Night Lights action.
Yeah, and you can just see that shot right there. Just a beautiful scene that we have out here at Howells. A very cool Nebraska small-town football atmosphere, and you get a game like this on top of that to boot. We are very, very lucky to be here week one, and as we mentioned, these are two teams that, depending on where you're looking, depending on what major newspaper you're looking at, number one in Class D1, I think both these teams could probably make an argument for that.
Yeah, they're proving it right now, too. Of course, we'll see what happens when we see them facing off with some other top teams throughout the year. We could have just a misleading game here. Just these two teams happen to be competitive, but certainly looking at the talent of these two guys, I don't think that's the scenario. And about 30 seconds from getting back underway here, and what a great shot of the football field. You can see the Jaguars on your right, East Butler in the center, and just a beautiful shot of the skyline here in Howells. And this is one of my favorite views from a football field. You have the rolling hills in the background. There you see the trees. But the rolling hills in the background makes it certainly a great environment for the fans to sit here and watch some football. Very relaxing. until the football begins.
Yes. Then things get lots more serious. The clock is at 0-0. It's going to be reset to 12 minutes, and that means the third quarter is just about ready to begin. As a reminder, John Kipper, Grant Otten on the call here on News Channel Nebraska. It's going to be East Butler receiving. Howells Dodge got it first to start the first quarter, and they took advantage, scoring first, and that's one reason they got that 20-12 lead right now. But Tigers, right off the back, will have the chance to even things out.
We've seen a lot of running from Bohach from that quarterback position. I would imagine that's not going to change too much as we come in here into the second half. Stara has done a very good job from that running back position for East Butler, but those two have really highlighted tonight's game. Seen the occasional pass over top, but I can't imagine anything too different. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right. So back to receive for East Butler as it was in the first half. Jaden Reynolds as well as Carter Stera. So a little bit of a delay right now as they got to attend to a fan, it looks like, who might have fainted. So both teams off the field. We see the Howells Rescue Squad heading over there. We're going to take a quick break while they figure this all out. When we come back, hopefully the fan is okay, and we'll have second half next on News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
At Gene Steffi Ford, our goal is to make your purchase a lasting experience. And at Gene Steffi Ford, we do just that. With a great staff, quality Ford products, and competitive pricing, we're sure to find the right vehicle for you. Our sales staff are among Ford's top in customer satisfaction rankings. Come meet our staff, and they'll treat you like family.
Vengan a conocernos.
Y los trataremos como familia.
Serving Columbus and surrounding areas.
Gene Steffi Ford, come and see what makes us different.
The Wellness Center at Butler County Healthcare Center is a community fitness center that offers an indoor walking track, cardio machines, weight machines, free weights, and fitness programs available 24/7 to our members. Lifestyle coaches and personal trainers are on staff to help design safe and effective workouts. At the Wellness Center, you will find the equipment, programs, and experts you need to reach your fitness and wellness goals.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride Cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride Card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride Card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors. It's no wonder community is our middle name. Learn more about our quality care and career opportunities today.
Quail Run Golf Course has matured into one of the top-ranked public courses in Nebraska since its inception 25 years ago. With its tempting par 5s, deceiving par 3s, and fair but demanding par 4s, players are sure to be challenged. You're invited to come try the practice facilities, join a league, schedule a lesson, or just get out and play. Quail Run Golf Course, Columbus, Nebraska.
So you can see the Howells rescue squad taking the fan into the ambulance. We have very few details on actually what happened. We all hope that that person is okay. Just about ready to start. John Kipper Green on here on the call. Getting ready for the second half. It's 20-12. Howells Dodge on top over East Butler. Just a little bit of a break before we get the second half underway. We get a few highlights with Havlovic getting the early catch.
Yeah, nice snag there, and we've just seen some really great aggressive play from both of these teams here in the first half that we expect to carry over here into the second. And, of course, that catch there by Havlovic.
So the ambulance has driven away. Therefore, that means football should be happening soon.
There you saw the back end of a nice play from Stara, and really hoping the best there for that fan that unfortunately had to be taken away and be treated. It's not too warm outside, so I'm not sure if it was a dehydration thing or maybe someone fell off the stands or something like that, but we sending prayers and hoping the best for whoever had to be taken away.
So both teams getting reset for the second half kickoff. Howells Dodge kicker Connor Bloom getting ready to boot it away. I want to thank Columbus Community Hospital as our halftime sponsor as we officially enter the third quarter. So it's returned by Stara. Stara trying to find a little bit of an opening. It closes quickly. Therefore, East Butler will begin at the 22.
Looks like number 25, Cade Hageman on the stop.
So a nice play by both teams. You get a nice little return up to a 21 officially, it looks like. They're going to spot that one at, and some nice defense to kind of wrap that one around and not allow that to push any further. So we'll see what adjustments were made there at the half as we come out for a fresh new 2 quarters of play.
I formation for East Butler. Toss play goes to Stara, cutting all the way back to the other side of the field, and that works for him. Grant, oftentimes you don't want to do that, but it's working for Carter Stara.
Yes, I wouldn't suggest that for any young running backs to normally take that route because it usually ends with you getting tackled behind the line, but great identification there by Stara to see that over pursuing happening on the left side, and then there was just no defenders on the back side. He saw all black jerseys, and so he turned around, ran the opposite way, and was able to get a first down.
You might hear from the coach after that, but can't say too much. As you said, goes for a first down. 11:32.
If it happens again and you get tackled behind the line, that's when coach maybe is not too happy.
Yes. This time inside carry for Stara. Gets about 2 yards before being closed down by Cade Hageman.
Hageman with a nice stick. Coming in from that linebacker position, making a nice, very technical tackle.
Yeah, that's how you teach it, folks.
Really good job of identifying that gap there. Stara ended up getting about 2 yards, but Hageman does a good job of sticking it in there and not allowing it much further.
10:57 now left to go here in the third. Shotgun formation for East Butler. It's going to be a false start, it looks like, as both backs went before the ball was snapped.
So that one going to get marched back and make this a second and about 3 to go, or 13, I should say. 3 yards behind the line.
So going to make it that much harder for Dalton Bohawk and company. Now he's been able to find yards in bunches in the past, so don't count the Tiger offense out yet.
Of course, for the Jaguars, be a big statement here if you're able to get a 3 down and out, but not going to be easy. Nice run there by Bohawk. That's a first down if they don't have the penalty.
That's going to set up around a 3rd down and 7. Maybe 6, it looks like, almost, even 5. So nice run there from the East Butler quarterback. We'll see what they can muster up on this 3rd down.
Of course, they're hoping that penalties doesn't come back to bite them because, again, that's a first down if they don't have the penalty, but a great response there after that flag to come out and get a big gain.
10:05 now left to go here in the 3rd. Shotgun again for the Tigers. Bohawk looking to throw. The lefty wings it out to Havlevick. He finds him. First down, East Butler.
Big pitch and catch there over the top to Havlevick. That ends up being about a 7-yard gain, I think. Maybe 8 yards, something like that, but a very nice pitch and catch over the top. Havlevick just runs a little bit of an out route. He dives straight up the middle and then makes a nice break to the outside and a very good tackle to bring him down, but Havlevick showing some nice concentration to hold on to that ball.
So they're now on the 34-yard line into enemy territory. Can they keep pursuing? I formation now. Handoff to Stera. He gets found quickly by the defensive line of Howells Dodge. Looked like it was Lane Hageman making the tackle.
The junior being very physical. Hageman, a big boy at 215, rocking number 6. Showing some good defensive prowess there from that left defensive end position. Really good job reading his blocker, getting off there to make some contact earlier, then a great group tackle effort.
9-10 now left to go here in the third. East Butler trying to even things out, down 8. It's going to be a toss play. Stera trying to find a gap. Tries to make a cut, and he actually keeps his feet moving as Yostin ultimately not able to make the tackle and going to get closer to that first down marker, but they will have about a 3rd down and 4.
Man, what an impressive effort there by Stera to stay on his feet. He's showing a great center of gravity as he's kind of spinning out of tackles, keeping his center of gravity low so that he's got a good stable base to keep running, and he is just trying to eat up those extra yards. And you're, I think, very much in 4-down territory at this point.
Certainly so. 8:24 now left to go in the third. It's a handoff to Stera. He is going to keep those feet moving, get close. He will not get the first down, though.
Great bouncing off those defenders. Just an incredible response to get hit in the backfield. And initially getting there and making some contact, it looked like Ryan McCullen, I believe that was. Kind of made some initial contact, but Bohawk hit in the back, spins around, and avoids that contact to get up there and eat up about 3 yards. So now they got a 4th and 2.
Big 4th down right now for East Butler. You don't want to be the team that turns it over. I formation. Carry to Stera. Can he get there? He won't! What a tackle by Lane Hageman in the backfield.
And what a huge turnover for the Jaguars. That might be the difference maker in this game. We're still very early on in the half there, but you never know how this will play out. If the Jaguars can respond and score, then they're going to take a hefty 2-score lead.
So that was the turnover we were waiting for. Now East Butler has turned it over, as we mentioned, late in the first half. Jaguars didn't have enough time to score, though, so we'll see if they can march down the field and really make an impact on this game. Toss play, Harishi gets gang tackled. Excellent effort by several East Butler players, but we do have a flag on the field.
Great run there, and boy, just a very uncomfortable looking hit. We got a hold on the offense.
It was a late flag, as it was called essentially when Harishi was on the ground.
The jersey didn't get pulled. For that, we could see him, or maybe it get pulled. We'll check out from this angle again as they're coming around. Can't quite see it's hard to see where the hold at. Maybe there was in the backfield, but
you can see the flag being thrown essentially once people were getting up.
But Harishi just really getting eaten there. You can see that big hit, and I'm not quite sure if it was a hole, but maybe just a weird hit as he was falling down.
It looks like they got pushed back. Yeah, they got pushed back 10.
10-yard penalty there for that hold.
I think the first down marker guy, or the guy in the line of scrimmage, thought he was going back 15. So here we go, 1st and 20. Howells Dodge needs to make up some ground. 7:24 now left to go in the third. Fake toss.
Wide open.
He's got a man. That's Yostin. Unable to get it to him.
Boy, that play just opened up over the top, and Yostin was open there for that home run. They just couldn't quite connect on the pass, and I interrupted you for a second there. I apologize for that, but boy, He just was wide open there off the back end and diving to try to make the catch. They just couldn't quite connect. And I think even Yostin, not even realizing how open he was when he popped the top off of that defense. And maybe he wasn't at full speed initially, and then when adjusting to the ball, kind of kicked it into a second gear, but unfortunate for the Jaguars, they couldn't connect on that opportunity.
And one problem with throwing on first down is now you face a 2nd down and 20. So the Howells Dodge Jaguars elect to throw again. We'll see. They have a spread formation. Van Langen will toss it. Gets Yostin that time. Shorter gain, but makes up nearly half of the ground he needed. About a 9-yard gain for Howells Dodge. Sets up a more manageable 3rd down.
Yeah, very nice connection there to Prokacek. And even it's 3rd and 10, much more reasonable than 3rd and 20, which is what you're basically looking at before.
Still big 3rd down now. East Butler, after that turnover, very important for them to get a stop, and they're 1 down away from doing so.
Wouldn't be surprised if we get kind of a spread or shotgun formation out here. Looking like you're going to have doubles to the one side.
Nobody in the backfield.
Prokacek is your slot receiver.
That's going to be Bohawk down on the ground. Obviously, that's something Tiger fans do not want to see.
I think a cramp, it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he was seemingly okay, and then all of a sudden, right before the play started, he went down. So while trainers attend to him, we'll take a quick break. 6:32 now left to go in the 3rd quarter. East Butler needs a stop next on News Channel Nebraska.
Quail Run Golf Course has matured into one of the top-ranked public courses in Nebraska since its inception 25 years ago. With its tempting par 5s, deceiving par 3s, and fair but demanding par 4s, players are sure to be challenged. You're invited to come try the practice facilities, join a league, schedule a lesson, or just get out and play. Quail Run Golf Course, Columbus, Nebraska.
So we asked, which is faster, your cell phone or the phone book?
My cell phone.
I think cell phone.
I would say that my phone is faster.
Oh, got it.
Loading.
Okay, I got it. My phone is not working, of course. Got it. Phone book is faster, definitely. I think I might get a phone book.
I would definitely try the phone book first.
Let your fingers do the walking through your local independent Yellow Pages.
When I'm ready to buy a vehicle, I will go in and talk to the salesperson. I'll tell them what I'm looking for, and they usually get it for me with no problems. I don't have to haggle over price. There's not a lot of negotiating, but I feel like I got a really good deal when I leave at the end of the day.
My experience with Ernst has been that there's no nonsense, there's very little pressure, and they stand behind their product after the sale.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
Back here live on News Channel Nebraska, Dalton Bohawk exiting the field, needs 2 people to help him off. As you can see him there, hopefully that is just cramps, but that could really hurt East Butler as that is their starting quarterback. But right now, 3rd and 10 for Howells Dodge. Van Langen throwing it up in the air. It's going to go incomplete, though, as he was just trying to throw that away. The pass rush bothering him on that one.
So going to be a punting situation, most likely, for Howells Dodge. And East Butler going to get the ball back, but without Dalton Bohawk, it'll be interesting to see how they respond. It could be a situation, too, if he's got both legs cramped up, it can be very hard to walk versus just one leg. If you got both legs cramped, I mean, it's very difficult. And so
you can see him being attended to by a trainer. It looks like they're just feeling around the knee area. So I suppose we'll see, but right now it's going to be a punt. Van Langen will be the one kicking it. 6:27 left to go. So after a first half with a lot of scoring. That's 2 straight drives where it's either a punt or a turnover. We see a fair catch right around the 25.
Fair catch on the 24-yard line. That's where the Tigers will begin. First and
So looking at the depth chart a little bit, looks like it's going to be Jaden Reynolds at quarterback. We'll wait to see for sure who it is.
Reynolds talking to coach right now, and of course you would assume that's because he's going to be the quarterback, not a receiver, so unless he's running in a play, but a very good athlete. And we'll see if he can kind of fill in where Bohach was being so successful. Of course, they have Stara and some of those other backs that can do some damage too.
But Bohach still getting his leg checked out by the trainer, and maybe something happened before that time where he fell, where he ultimately just couldn't take it. Nonetheless, here's Reynolds. Hand off to Stara. Stara trying to work around those defenders. He's met by Howells Dodge, Ryan Matchon.
Yeah, they might have had a little bit of a miscommunication there on the line as Matchland kind of snuck through, and you could see Stara kind of cutting back there. He saw he didn't have much room in that zone to get and beat it to the outside as the defenders were kind of covering up those gaps, so he kind of cut back in, and unfortunately for him, met with a very big boy right up the middle.
So we're going to face a 2nd down and 10 from the 24. 5:57 left to go, and when you lose a guy like Bohach, you lose a lot of your offense. So many plays revolved around that quarterback, and now you got to almost reinvent your offense.
And just the versatility, too, of the defense knowing he's in, because that is just another huge threat. Defenses have certainly made some great adjustments, though, at halftime. I'm not sure what changes they made, but they have really responded well here in the second half.
Here's Reynolds looking to throw, scrambling to the other side now. There's going to be flags.
They're going to call a block in the back.
3 flags on the field. Who knows? We might even see
It's going to be pretty positive. It's a block in the back on that play in the backfield, I'm guessing. That's a tough play. You got to look for that helmet.
And that's what happens oftentimes when a quarterback or a running back switches field like that. You leave
So
linemen
chop block
vulnerable.
is going to be the
on
call.
We'll see it turns out a replay.
You'll see it as he's kind of coming back to the far side, and helmet looked like it was on the shoulder pad, so I'm not, it's
East Butler coach, not a fan, Grant.
Well, of course, none of these Butler fans going to enjoy that call, and that's a tough one, and you saw 3 flags come. We'll get another look at it, this view from the backside. You saw two blocks there, and it looked like the helmets were on the shoulder pads. If anything, maybe that first one was a little bit behind, but the helmet looks to be okay. The issue, I think, maybe just because that he's catching a little bit of that backside of his lower back. Maybe that's where the call came from. But boy, this is just a tough situation here.
On a 2nd and 28, Jaden Reynolds gets sacked. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about 31. Quick math, 35. A lot. We'll say 3rd down and a lot.
It's going to be a tough situation. Maybe trying to beat this over the top somehow. We'll see what play they come out with. But, boy, they were really close to a 1st down after that without that penalty. And now it's going to take a heck of a play to get them back into potential 1st down territory.
Ball's on the 5. They need to get to the 35. And East Butler going to call a timeout. We'll take a quick break ourselves. 4:45 left to go in the 3rd quarter. East Butler faces 3rd and a mile next on News Channel Nebraska.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
Back here live on News Channel Nebraska, 4:45 left to go in the third quarter. Howells Dodge up 8 over East Butler, and the Tigers face a 3rd and 34.
And that's penalty we were just talking about. It's going to be one that everybody's going to be looking back at after this game.
So Stara able to get around for a few, not going to do much other than give the punter a little bit more room.
Big play, though. I mean, he advances it upfield, and he gives himself, his punter, at least some room to not be with heels on the back of the end zone.
We're going to have about a 4th down and 30 now. We're talking kind of during the break. It was called.
It was the attritional. It's a chop block in college where we got the call, but I don't know if that's currently exists in the high school calls. So, but I think it was meant to be a block in the back. Big punt.
What a punt there is Harishi, unable to even grab it initially. Now breaks his first tackle. Going to have a little bit of room to run. Ultimately, he's tackled around the 36-yard line or so, but that was one heck of a boot just to get it over on the other side of the field.
There you're going to see that, just a heck of a boot. Reynolds finishes off the tackle as a nice break on that play initially by Harashi to get himself open, but really good pursuit there by Reynolds on the backside to get that one all the way tracked down.
Almost outkicked the coverage. He was thankful that Harishi didn't catch it from the get-go, or he could have still been running. 3:54 now left to go here in the third. It's 1st down and 10, I should say, on the 37. Fake toss. Van Langen looks to throw. Tries to get it over to Yostin. Pretty good coverage.
That would have been a heck of a catch if he would have been able to bring that one in.
Yeah, excellent coverage there from East Butler's Camden Roboy, right on the tail of Yostin.
Had the out route here on the near side, and then you had that post route over top to bring that defense kind of tracking them here to the near side of the field, and then just the single route by Yostin on the backside. And they tried popping it over top. You try to get the whole defense moving there. You have Yostin tracking back across the movement essentially of the entire play, and normally you can get them open. It's a really great design. It was well run, just couldn't quite connect.
This is Verkacek, and he's going to break a few tackles. One tough runner there for Howells Dodge that was Harishi, breaking some tackles and getting close to that 1st down marker.
Harishi battling for those extra yards. There was not much room, looking like he was going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage, and he found some gaps that didn't exist.
3:18 now left to go in the third. That clock continues to tick. If Howells Dodge is able to get another score, pressure will really be on East Butler.
Of course, with the two heavy running offenses that we have, the clock is disappearing very quickly.
Quarterback sneak for Van Langen, able to get about 4 yards on that quarterback sneak. Well, into the 1st down marker. So new downs now for Howells Dodge. They're going to be around the 31-yard line.
Number 62, Brandon Rezak.
Looking at the sideline, it looks like Bohawk is standing, but that might not mean much as he continues to immediately go on the ground now. So clearly he's still not in great shape.
You're going to have to keep stretching him out, and unfortunately, if you get some bad cramps, it's going to take a while for him to go away, and it makes it very difficult to do anything athletically.
So we have another player down on the field as well. Looks like that could be cramp, so we'll take another break. 2:59 left to go in the third. 8-point ball game. We'll have more next on News Channel Nebraska.
When I'm ready to buy a vehicle, I will go in and talk to the salesperson. I'll tell them what I'm looking for, and they usually get it for me with no problems. I don't have to haggle over price. There's not a lot of negotiating, but I feel like I got a really good deal when I leave at the end of the day.
My experience with Ernst has been that there's no nonsense, there's very little pressure, and they stand behind their product after the sale.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
First down to 10 now for Howells Dodge. From these Butler 31, they're up 8, trying to add on to that lead. Toss play to Rishi. Unable to get too far. Nice D there, squaring him up and not letting him get too far.
Another great play by Rezach and Avlovic. Now again, another potential cramp. I think he was kind of touching his hip. I don't know if that was what it is, but it looks like it is a cramp maybe in his hamstring area.
I believe that's Van Langen, if I saw right. We are getting that confirmed in the press box. So both quarterbacks right now on the ground being stretched out.
Unfortunate for both teams if they're unable to play with their starting QBs. Now we'll see if, as Bohach is still on the ground, and I don't, that's tough. Again, we talked about this off air. Once you kind of start cramping, especially depending how dehydrated you are, once you're playing this high-speed football for the first time, no matter how hard you are in practice, I never quite can simulate what it is like to be here under the lights for the first time of the year, and your body's not quite used to that. It's kind of a whole new deal, and as we get later in this game, very close to the fourth quarter, not a surprise that a couple of these kids are starting to cramp up a little bit.
Especially those two-way athletes. They very seldomly get breaks. Van Langen on the defensive end side playing defense and obviously quarterback. So
maybe don't associate quarterbacks either with that kind of heavy load, but both those guys running quite a bit here this evening.
So we're going to have a different look now for Howells Dodge. The I-backs taking over at quarterback. That's going to be Verkacek. Taking the snap, a little bit of a wildcat look. He's going to do down the middle for 3. Bring it on about 6 yards to try to get that first down.
Van Langen is looking like he might come back in somewhat soon. He's on the sideline. Looks like he might be all right. I'm not sure what they're doing. It looks like they're kind of tending and taping him up a little bit to try and see if that will help relieve whatever the issue is.
So 3rd and 6. Big third down. Now, Howells Dodge probably in 3-down territory. That's going to be Josh Brester at quarterback, looking to pass. Tries to get it off to Harishi, but the throw a little off, and that's going to go incomplete.
Harishi was close to bringing that one in. He had it extended in the right hand and couldn't quite snag it. It would have been for no gain, I think, if he would have caught it, maybe a yard loss, so not really important that he breaks that catch down, but
Howells Dodge was ready for that, but that's going to be Brester again. Big 4th down right now.
You can see these two offenses taking a little bit of a hit when those starting QBs come out, as most offenses do.
So this is Brester in shotgun. Bobbles the snap. Dancing around the pocket. He's going to take off. He will not get there. East Butler's Brandon Rezach makes another big play.
So a turnover on downs on the 27-yard line. And that'll be another opportunity for the Tigers to kind of respond here in a scoreless third quarter. Not something I would have guessed, John, coming into the second half here, that we would have had a scoreless quarter.
Yeah. We were not thinking that after what we saw in the first half. Reinhold still in there under center. Whoa, we see Stera make another big cutback. He's going to keep moving his feet, but he lost the ball. Ball's still loose, and that's going to be recovered by Stera after initially fumbling it. What a play there.
They will retain possession at the current yard line, too, because a Howells Dodge player touched the ball and got on it before it went farther forward. So you can see ripping it through kind of underneath that Hearst logo there as it popped forward, and then eventually Stera came back. We'll see. Now you can't advance the ball forward on a fumble, but I believe because now potentially what they'll talk about is because the HD Jaguars got in there and maybe got close. They never got possession, but they got close to getting possession.
And we have another player down because of injury. It looks like, again, cramps, as coaches plead for water to be brought out to him.
You can see a cute little fan here on the Howells Dodge sideline, rooting on her Tigers.
Her Jaguars.
Jaguars, excuse me, yes. Maybe she's a traitor. Maybe she is rooting for the Tigers.
Well, when we do get going, first down and 10 from the 36 for East Butler.
And it doesn't, it doesn't look like they moved the ball back. There you see some more fans from Howells Dodge out here for the game.
So that's going to be Lane Hageman that's slow to walk back to the sideline. Again, that looked like cramps, as that's what, the fourth player we've seen go down with cramps in this ball game?
Yeah, boy, that is a tough situation. Actually, I think that actually is Connor Bloom.
Oh, yeah. That 5 and 6 is tough to tell sometimes.
And that is Connor Bloom. So, boy, hope he can get back in here as well. Hey, seeing any of these guys come out of this game right now. We've had such a good football game. You hate to see the competition be harbored or affected by injuries for either team. You want to see both of them going at it at full max.
1:11 now left to go. A little bit of a trickery play from East Butler, and that's Stera going down the near sideline. Gets about 7 or 8, and put East Butler in a good position to convert, as they're still trying to march down, and if not tie it, get the game within 2.
So not much left for them to go, and maybe pulling back into that playbook a little deeper to see what they can get out there, and really just sticking to kind of those I-back handoffs.
So Stera gets the toss. It's worked for him a lot in this game, but stomped out pretty well by Howells Dodge.
Tries to cut it up. You'd like to see maybe him take that around the edge a little bit further. I like the idea of kind of juking in or looking like you're going to commit to the inside to help bring those defenders in and help your blockers get around the edge, but then maybe bust it back out to the outside after your blockers are able to gain advantage and send that in for a little bit further. We might be running out of game clock here after this play.
33 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 3 as Reynolds looking to throw, and he'll do it. He's got a man, Havlevick, with the completion around the 11. And that's a first down for East Butler. Nice composure by Reynolds, just a sophomore, delivering the pass.
We'll see who that penalty's on, looking like it might be against East Butler. I'm not sure what the call was, but an impressive catch there by Havlevick. Throwing right over top, going up, making a great catch and adjustment in the air, and then able to get a nice stiff arm. Throwing off the defender with some authority.
Havlevick, not a fun man to tackle.
See what the call is here, and that's going to be a first down call.
The call is on East Butler, but the first down will stay.
We got a first down for East Butler.
So it looked like a block in the back, I think. I'm not sure where, but a block in the back, and then they're going to move the...
Well, they called personal fouls, what they said.
Oh, okay, so personal.
So that's going to march them back 15 yards after the first down.
We'll see what the personal foul call was, if they give us a signal.
I mean, where the action was, Havlevick was just fighting off defenders. Unless he said something, I can't imagine it being on him.
So we didn't get a specific signal on what type of personal foul. So they'll be back to the 26. It'll be 1st and 10.
So they essentially stay where they were at, but they just get a fresh set of downs.
Move just a little bit forward.
Reynolds still in there under center.
You never got a signal for what the particular personal foul was. I thought maybe it was a block at the back, but I guess we'll have to go back to the play afterwards and figure out after the game maybe.
So that carry is likely going to wind down the third quarter with just 5 seconds left as Stera doesn't go anywhere. And that will do it for the third. So after 3, it is Howells Dodge 20, East Butler 12. That third quarter brought to you by Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, mashed potatoes, whatever you want. Pizza Ranch has it in Columbus. One more quarter to go. 8-point game. East Butler trying to tie it up. We'll see what they can do. When we come back, you're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
Getting ready for the fourth quarter now. John Kipper, Grand Island on the call in Howells, Nebraska. Howells Dodge up 20-12 right now over East Butler, but the Tigers are threatening on the 25-yard line. They're going to face a 2nd down and 10. And fourth quarter brought to you by BK, the floor store.
You're just kind of looking at Columbus High score. They're leading Waverly with a pretty hefty lead, 34-7.
Certainly good for CHS fans, but now back to this action. Reynolds looking to throw. He's got a man if he can get it to him. That's caught! That's caught! Camden Robley, what a grab for a touchdown!
Unbelievable play to the left corner. A corner route could not have been more beautifully run out. What a throw. Robley, and what an incredible catch.
Mind you, this is the backup quarterback.
Reynolds just tosses that one, closes the eyes, throws it up to this guy. I'm not sure if that's actually what he did, but boy, you might as well. What an incredible play by Robley. I got a feeling that one might make the top plays.
I have a feeling as well. Now, almost just as big of a play upcoming. 2-point conversion to tie. Shotgun, Reynolds going to keep it, goes for the end zone, gets it easily. So Jaden Reynolds, the sophomore, comes in as the backup quarterback and drives East Butler down the field to tie. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll see how Howells Dodge responds to all that. Next on News Channel Nebraska.
Butler County Healthcare Center has been providing healthcare excellence for over 40 years. Our focus is you and your family. The dedicated team of healthcare professionals at Butler County Healthcare Center deliver compassionate, quality care. We offer a wide range of inpatient care, outpatient services, and specialty clinics to our community. Butler County Healthcare Center, outstanding service, a healing environment, and exceptional care close to home.
(20-20) is the score. 11:53 now left to go in the fourth. As that, remind you, was the first play of the fourth quarter. That is East Butler's Camden Robley with the diving catch in the end zone. That's a way to start a quarter, Grant.
What an unbelievable catch. That is just insane.
So now we'll see how the Jaguars respond. This is Brester heading over to about the 22-yard line. We'll see if we can get that replay one more time. It's just too good not to watch. And a block in the back called as well. So they're going to have to push them back a bit. 11:46 left to go as we see one more time the catch from Camden Robley to tie the game after that 2-point conversion.
Unbelievable play, and this is shaping up to be a great game. Yeah. Unfortunate penalty there for the Jaguars as they track themselves a little bit farther back.
And remember, Dalton Buhawk still sitting on the sideline right now for East Butler. Their star quarterback. He's wrapped up in a blanket now. Hard to tell from here, but his night could be over. But Reynolds looks pretty good himself, so who knows if the Tigers will even need him. Right now, Howells Dodge needs a drive. Van Lagan under center I formation. Standard formation for Howells Dodge. They run it to Harishi. Gets a few before being tripped up. Going to bring on around a 2nd and 7 for the Jaguars. 11:32 now left to go here in the ball game.
2nd down and 7.
Havlovic, excuse me, that's not Havlovic, that's Rezoch. Almost just as important of a player. Looks like he needed a breather. Well, now at this point, Bohawk standing, trying to stretch a little bit. We'll see if we get a chance to see that quarterback in a bit. Looks like that's going to be a possible encroachment on East Butler.
And that's encroachment on the defense.
So after that big penalty that pushed Howells Dodge back 10 yards, they get 5 back.
2nd down and 2 on the 14-yard line.
So 2nd down and 2 now. I formation yet again, packed up. Van Lagan looks to throw, got Yostin. That's going to be good for a 1st down. That is something that has kind of been their bread and butter passing game all game long.
Gets right to the 20-yard line.
So a big drive needed here by the Jaguars, and a scoreless 3rd quarter. Very quickly came into some scores in the 4th quarter. We'll see if the Jaguars can respond. Unbelievable throw again by the backup quarterback in Reynolds. The returner for Van Langen returning for the Jaguars, and he's, of course, they're glad to see him out there as he tries to lead them for a touchdown.
10:26 now left to go. Van Lagen gets it out to the fullback for Konchek for a couple. As the triple option in full force for Howells Dodge.
We said it before, last team to get the ball might as well be the winner, so we'll see how this breaks down with just under 10 coming up left in the game.
We had a scoreless 3rd quarter, but literally the first play of the 4th was a touchdown, so maybe we're in store for more points in the 4th. So now Van Lagen, unable to find him in, nearly throws it to the other side. Havlovic just unable to come up with it.
Pass intended for number 23, George McCaffrey.
Going to be a 3rd down and 7 for Howells Dodge, and an all very important 3rd down at that.
Yeah, we've seen some nice passing formations out of Howells Dodge this evening. They've really done a good job of working in those receivers on the outside, but this time coming in a tight formation. And again, we might be in 4 down territory with the game getting lower and lower.
Van Langen drops back, throws it into all sorts of East Butler defenders, goes incomplete.
Tough break there, packed up in the middle, and he just didn't happen to see his open man in Eli Henriksen, the senior, was kind of running free there on the near sideline as he escaped any defenders. And luckily for the Tigers, they didn't spot him down, but unfortunately for the Jaguars, that means they're going to have to punt.
So they will be punting. That's Harishi going to be kicking it. And East Butler now has a chance to take the first lead of the ball game for him. Punt by Harishi, a line driver. Gets
That's
past
going to be pretty
Stera.
good.
Stera will field it, and he's going to get pushed back even more.
He's going all the way down to the 12-yard line. And that is going to make things tough for East Butler. So a great change in field position, a heck of a punt for Howells Dodge.
45-yard punt for Harishi. Now he was benefited from the bounce, but Nonetheless, Howells Dodge now pushes East Butler back. They're going to have to orchestrate the drive well into their own territory. So Reynolds in there again. Stera, lots of room down the middle. Heads over all the way over the 26.
Fantastic run for, well, it turns out to be about 12 yards. Boy, Stera looking good, and East Butler is just doing a fantastic job of stepping up with their starter in Bohach at the QB position being out of the game. Now, again, we think it was just a really bad cramping scenario or something. Hopefully nothing more severe so they can have him back for the rest of the season.
9:16 now left to go. Reynolds hands it off to Stera. Unable to get too far that time. Getting tackled by several, including Lane Hageman.
Good response there by the defense in Howells Dodge. They just clogged up the middle. Hageman has just been a terrorizer out there on the edge for the Jaguars from that defensive end position.
Second down and 9 for the Tigers. 8:48 left to go. Toss play to Stera. Makes the cut. Flag on the field, and that's going to be for about 4 for Stera, but we'll wait to see what the call is.
And it looks like they're going back. He's signaling at the yard marker to move, and that's going to be a hold on the offense. So East Butler got a ways to go here as they get a second chance and second down.
So that's going to be about a 2nd and 19 now. $8:40 now left to go here in the fourth quarter.
All right, so we're going to say it's about 2nd down and 18 on the 14-yard line. 18-yard line.
So I formation now, big time play for East Butler. Dropping back is Reynolds. He's going to get tripped up. He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. If not, he got close. But the sack will certainly hurt East Butler here as they face a 3rd down and about 19.
Ryan Macklin making the shoelace tackle there. And boy, I think you're right. If he sneaks through, he might get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe eats up some yards on the outside to get a little further, but it's a no-go either way with Macklin there from the line.
High formation now yet again for East Butler. We'll see if they play it safe here on 3rd down. They won't. Reynolds looking to throw. Got to avoid the pass rush. He's going to be brought down. That's a big sack for Howells Dodge. Over 10 yards.
Lane Hageman leading off that effort, and Yostin getting on the back end as well. You can see he just fights off his block, and once he loses it, he is going for all QB. Time to eat some lunch.
It's a replay brought to you by Ernstado. Check them out at ernstado.com. Going to be a 4th down and 30 now. So we're going to see another punt. And Howells Dodge in position to have excellent field position. Punt nearly blocked. Good boot there.
Great kick.
This is going to be Rochford taking it over at about the 32. So it was a good kick there by Mobley, but that's only going to take him so far as Howells Dodge just needs about 31 yards.
Yeah, fantastic return by Rochford to eat that one all the way up onto the other side of the field.
And really a tale of 2 halves. We saw 32 points in that first half. And so far, we're about 17 minutes into the second. We've just seen 8.
We certainly, if the Jaguars aren't able to score here, which it's going to be hard to stop them as they've got that great field position. They're almost into the red zone already. But this game's certainly shaping up for one that could head to overtime.
Yeah. So ball handed off to Harishi, not going to get very far.
Clogging that one up.
That was 3 East Butler defenders in the backfield.
Jacob Yannick kind of leading up that effort in there with Gordon Novotny. Some big guys clogging that thing up in the middle. They're able to shed their blocks, and then there was just nowhere to run.
No. 6:37 left to go as that clock continues to tick. Howells Dodge has to know that they might not have very many drives left after this one. We'll see how they take advantage of it. Van Lagen in shotgun. 2 to his right. Drops the throw, finds a man. That's Rochford. Makes a nice move, gets close to the first down, about a yard short.
Love the adjustment there, a little bit of a slant route, and he took a long stem before he actually slanted to the inside, but nice little juke. He kind of jukes to dive back to the inside and then very shiftily pops back out on a smart decision because he gives themselves a 3rd and short.
5:50 now left to go in the ball game. Howells Dodge clearly content with letting that clock go down. Now this is a big 3rd down, albeit in 4-down territory. East Butler shows blitz, inside handoff to Burkacek. That's going to be good for a 1st down.
Fantastic run there. Burkacek, a good job by the line. They opened it just enough, and then still, again, kind of a shoelace tackle to bring him down. Grabs him a little bit by the foot, but Burkacek's able to fall in for about 2 yards past the 1st down line, and they are in red zone territory and very much threatening to score.
5:16 now left to go. 1st down and 10 on the 21. Again, Tiger blitz. Van Langen bobbles it. Able to find Burkacek. He's got space. Can he keep it going? It's a touchdown, Howells Dodge.
And what a run by Burkacek. I thought he was going to be down on the 10-yard line, then all of a sudden he's dancing around in the end zone.
What a play there by the senior.
My. Definitely worth taking a look at. Again, they get him on a little bit of a flood route. You see he dodges out the first tackle and somehow keeping his balance against 2 defenders. He's dancing around in the end zone.
Still over 5 minutes left for the Tigers, so clearly have plenty of time. We've seen how important these 2-point conversions have been. None more important than at this juncture in the game. Clear backfield. It's only Van Langen there. Drops the throw, looking around. Nobody in sight. No flags to be seen, so East Butler able to at least stop the 2-pointer. And they will get the ball back with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left. When we come back, you're watching one heck of a game on News Channel Nebraska.
Shine and see. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, these are my neighbors. This is the team that I stand for. This is my daylight, all night world and so much more. This is my hometown. These are my friends and family. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be. Yeah, there's nowhere else on earth that feels so good to me. This is where I live and there's no place I'd rather be.
We get to see the play one more time. Jordan Burkacek able to give Howells Dodge the lead. Now in the kickoff, Carter Stera able to head over to about the 28-yard line. Gets the Tigers in pretty good field position. And Grant Dalton Bohawk returns to the field.
And that could be very big. We'll see what kind of shape he's in as we get going here because he's had such an impact on the running game. But, boy, John, what an impressive performance by some of these athletes out here, certainly showing they got the whatever it takes to play in big games, in big-time situations, some unbelievable catches.
East Butler starts it out to Stera. That's stuffed out immediately by Hageman, who's been all over the backs of East Butler in this ball game.
Eli Harrison in the vicinity. Give him a happy yard, 2nd and 9.
And we still are unsure of how healthy Bohawk is. Clearly he's into the game, but what is he going to be able to do with his legs is still a question. He's now in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and a man in the backfield. 1 man goes in motion. Bohawk drops back, able to get it to Mobley. He slips up after 5 yards to set up a 3rd down and 5. Clock now at 4:07. So this is going to be a very important 3rd down, and if you're East Butler, this is going to almost certainly be 4 down territory. As they're not unsure if they'd even get the ball back. .343 now as Bohawk in shotgun. Looks to his left, throws. That's Havlovic. And he's able to do what he do best, fight off defenders and grab a 1st down past midfield.
Kochek is doing it whether you like it or not. Earlier in that play, and now we got Havlovic doing it whether you like it or not, going for a big 1st down.
37-yard line of 18.
So 3:30. Clock now reads. East Butler trying to tie things up. This is Stera with the cutback, able to get about 3, maybe just 2.
Nice read there by Stera. There wasn't anything going there on the outside, so he just kind of lowers the shoulders and dives forward to try and get as many as he can.
Stera not an especially flashy back, but he just grinds out yards.
We have seen a couple spin moves out of him, so
Yeah.
he does have the ability to mix it in there, but he's a smart running back who can get you those extra yards. Now Spats in the backfield.
Fumble on the play. Bohawk has to grab it and immediately avoid a tackle in the backfield. He still will get pushed back slightly behind the line of scrimmage, but Grant, that could have been much worse.
2:40 and counting on the clock. So not a lot of time remaining.
He's going to set up a 3rd down and 10. East Butler has found some success throwing the ball, and there's going to be a timeout on the field, it looks like. Or maybe the ref just blew it for themselves. Yeah, they're getting a new ball. Sometimes that ball can get a little wet, Grant.
Something wrong with the ball, you would assume, as it's even the official having time catching that
I wonder
one.
if Bohawk complained or the center complained or something.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. And certainly a good job of quickly getting that in there as clock returns to running.
2:20 to start the play. Bohawk pump fakes. He's got a man if he can get it to him. He cannot. As that was Stera, he had a little bit of room, but ultimately not able to get to him.
Ball was on a rope there, and a tough break. If he can maybe back shoulder it, then you might have a good situation, but boy, so close, you know, and that's easy to say from up here, but if that ball's about a foot shorter or 2 feet shorter, he might have a big catch there for a 1st down.
Howells Dodge Matchelon tries to pump up the crowd on this 4th and 10. This could be the game for East Butler, 2:16 left to go.
They have 3 timeouts, so they can use those if they're able to stop Howells Dodge.
Howells Dodge going to use one of those right now.
So that'll give Howells Dodge 1 timeout left. So situationally here, if Howells Dodge able to get the turnover, he puts the clock at about 2 minutes, probably most likely. You got 2:16 currently on the scoreboard, but East Butler's got 3 timeouts, so if they can get a stop defensively and not allow them to get a 1st down, then you can get those 3 timeouts, and then you potentially get the ball back with maybe a minute 30 or so, somewhere in that range. And it depends if Howells Dodge is throwing any passes, but most likely you would think they'd stick to the run. They have the lead, no reason to stop the clock on your own. So this is not, if they can't convert this, it's not the end of the world, but
Defense
certainly
is really gonna have to step up.
defense is really going to have to step up, and you are in a very tight situation.
Bohawk has made some nice plays throwing the ball around, but clearly the coaches know that he's not as mobile as he's used to being, and we haven't seen him getting outside the pocket or anything of that. He may have to do that on this play if that pocket starts to collapse.
Yeah, I'll be curious, to say the least, to see what play they come out with. You'd think they're going to go to the air. I like that last play call.
Yeah.
If they could have executed it a little bit tighter, they had themselves set up for a huge gain and pretty good field position. 2 rounds to the far side. We'll see if you get maybe a crossing with Reynolds maybe going underneath towards the sidelines.
Here it is, 4th and 10. Bohawk forced to get rid of it quickly. Stara has space. He's going to get a first down all the way over to the 16-yard line.
And what a call. Reynolds playing the fake. He was the illusionist on the right side. You saw a great job by Bohawk. He kind of set up in the back. He turned his shoulders towards Reynolds on the right side. And then as that pressure collapsed, he turns back to the left. And then it's just a huge gain for Stara, well past the first down line. And now they are in scoring territory. Now as you look at this, if they are able to get the touchdown, they have the opportunity to get the 2-point conversion, which would give them the lead.
2:08 left to go. Officially East Butler on the 17-yard line. Stara with the carry. Doesn't go very far, just gets about a yard.
So looking like it'll be about 2 and 8. So we'll give them about 2 yards. You saw a nice little cutback, but the defensive line doing a good job of kind of collapsing that hole down and allowing them to sneak in there and get the tackle.
1:45 now left to go. Bohawk looks to throw. Getting into Havlevik. Intercepted! Howells Dodge picks it off.
Unbelievable. 50-50 ball.
Yep.
And one young man who came out of the game a little bit earlier, I think that was Connor Bloom maybe, who got the pick. We'll try and get a second look at that one again here.
Yeah, we'll get a look at it now.
Ball coming in on the pass, looking like a 50, and just a great step up. Connor Bloom making a heck of a play late in the game.
I will say, it is not over yet. 1:38 left to go, as you mentioned. East Butler has timeout, and Howells Dodge is deep in their own territory. They show I. And Lagan off to the fullback, Prokacek. He's not going far. Now you're going to start seeing the timeouts flow from East Butler. That did not waste much time. 1:33 now on the clock. And Grant, we talked about turnovers, and it could come late in the game where somebody ends up making a mistake trying to push it down the field. We saw that towards the end of the first half, and we saw it again towards the end of the fourth quarter. So right now, both teams having a chat, trying to game plan for this last 93 seconds. If you're East Butler, you do have timeout, so if you can force 2 quick stops, you could have a chance to get that ball back. All the Jaguars need is a first down, and it's ball game.
East Butler still got all of their timeouts, I believe.
Well, they just used one, but yeah, I mean, they should have
yes.
2 more.
Yes, correct.
Howells Dodge, if it comes to it, does have 1 as well. So here we go. 2nd down and 9 from the 5. I formation yet again. We'll see if the Jaguars get out. Try anything else other than a dive play.
You need to make some good yards, too, because if you can't get out of here in three downs or so, you're going to have to punt away.
Harishi doesn't get far off the toss. Another timeout called by East Butler. So for this one, we'll take a quick break and come back for a big 3rd and 9 next on News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome to Columbus Motor Company.
At Columbus Motor Company, they provide their very best price on every new vehicle on their lot. During the Chrysler Summer Clearance event, it's just their very best price with no hidden charges. Columbus Motor Company, your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, where you'll find one low price, plain and simple, always.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
Possibly the biggest play of the ball game upcoming. 1:29 left to go. Howells Dodge up 6. If they cannot convert, they will be forced to punt back to East Butler. John Kipper, Grant Otten on the call out in Howells. It's been close throughout, and we thought it might come to a situation like this, and here we are.
You want to gain some good yardage, too, in case you do have to punt, so you're not. This fake trick play.
And they're going to complete the catch. That's Yostin. All the way. He loses the ball. Oh, my goodness. He lost the ball, and East Butler gets it right back.
Unbelievable. A minute 20, and we are back in this one.
What a swing. All Yostin had to do was go to the ground, and the game was over. But he drops it, and East Butler is 29 yards away from tying it.
Unbelievable. East Butler is going to have an opportunity here. You have the fake pass so well executed on the back end, but East Butler able to poke it out and give themselves another opportunity. You can see doing a good job of just kind of getting it wrapped up on the backside, and that knocked it loose.
29-yard line is where the East Butler Tigers are at. 1:20 left to go. Bohawk looks to throw, airs it out to Havelvick. It's completed all the way over to the 6-yard line. That's why you have your tall tight end, Grant. Situations like that, you put it up to him, and he makes the play.
Unbelievable. And you talk about a game changer. That is it right there. Holy cow, threw that one over the top, but then you just got your big guy. Something you don't often have in this 8-man football.
1:07 left to go. Clock almost non-factor now for East Butler. This is Bohawk trying to get in there. Does not go far. As that clock continues to go, East Butler is going to have to move. 55 seconds left to go. 48 seconds now.
Time running, only one timeout left.
Bohawk scrambles to the left, flings it over to Havelvick, knocked down. They are going to have to be careful. You can't just throw it in the air to Havelvick. We saw in their last possession, that turned very badly for him.
Yeah, this is coming down to the wire. That one, at least for East Butler, it stops the clock, gives you time to kind of run a designed play. But you're in 2-down territory here, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. 6 or 7, that might be the 7-yard line. Maybe get on this near side, run a kind of a post route and get the crossing route underneath.
Bohawk trying to find his man Havelvick. Flag on the play. Pretty clear interference there.
Hits him in the back before the ball's able to get to him. Ball's in the air, and you're not looking back at the play, so an easy pass interference call there for the official.
38 seconds on the clock.
Nice break there for the Tigers. They'll get a new look at 1st down and halfway to the goal. So 1st and 3rd. We might be heading to extra time here.
That 2-point conversion, assuming they got to get in the end zone first.
They got to get in the end zone first, but then it comes down to that 2-point conversion.
0.1 remaining.
3rd down as well. Well, no, that will be a reset of downs. So not too far they got to go, but those might be the hardest yards East Butler has had all game.
The officials trying to make sure they maybe have the right placement on the ball there.
Crowd eerily quiet. Had to get loud yet again. Here we go. 38 seconds.
No receiver split out.
Bohawk switching sides now. Does he have space? He's going to try to take off with his legs. He gets in there. It's a tie game. Flag on the field, though.
And holding.
So the touchdown is negated.
29 seconds left. And they've got a little ways to go now. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
So will they get the ball around the 15, maybe?
About the 16, 15, 16-yard line. Looks like they threw the flag there on the 6. That is a tough break. It is first down, but again, time is your enemy with 29 seconds left.
From the 16-yard line.
Boy, what a heartbreaker there for the Tigers.
It was unclear where the hold came from. But I mean, we've talked about this before, when you switch sides like that of the field, you put your lineman in a bad spot.
Yeah, tough situation, and hopefully we'll get a chance to look back at it here post-game, but man, that is a tough break.
First and goal from the 16. Bohawk looking for some magic balls, tipped up, it's picked off! Howells Dodge will survive.
One timeout left, and it really would take a miracle. They would have to somehow fumble the snap, maybe on the kneel down or something. This one looking like it's over. Unbelievable play. And you can see that one getting tipped up there by the lineman, and then game-winning interception, Cade Hegeman.
You go from one perspective to another. You score a touchdown, but the flag backs you up and sets up a Dalton Bohawk turnover. And all they need is to take a couple of knees. And they're just going to do the one. That is going to do it, it looks like, as the clock now at 15 seconds. Team's going to wrap things up, and Howells Dodge going to be 1-0 after this one.
We'll come back here in a little bit with your player of the game and coach interview here on News Channel Nebraska.
And that's your final.
Butler County Healthcare Center Occupational, Physical, and Speech Therapies focus on helping people of all ages overcome life challenges to live a productive life. The therapy team at Butler County Healthcare Center works together with individuals, their physicians, and families to design a care plan to meet each person's goals. Our therapies specialize in Parkinson's movement and voice training, pediatric feeding, sensory and motor skills, lymphedema treatment, orthopedic and neurologic conditions.
At Gene Steffi Ford, our goal is to make your purchase a lasting experience. And at Gene Steffi Ford, we do just that. With a great staff, quality Ford products, and competitive pricing, we're sure to find the right vehicle for you. Our sales staff are among Ford's top in customer satisfaction rankings. Come meet our staff, and they'll treat you like family.
Vengan a conocernos.
Y los trataremos como familia.
Serving Columbus and surrounding areas.
Gene Steffi Ford, come and see what makes us different.
The Wellness Center at Butler County Healthcare Center is a community fitness center that offers an indoor walking track, cardio machines, weight machines, free weights, and fitness programs available 24/7 to our members. Lifestyle coaches and personal trainers are on staff to help design safe and effective workouts. At the Wellness Center, you will find the equipment, programs, and experts you need to reach your fitness and wellness goals.
At Bank of the Valley, our commitment has always been to our customers and the communities we serve. Bank of the Valley is supporting our area schools by introducing the first School Pride Cards, a Visa check card with your choice of custom design for your local school. New and current customers can earn cash for the school of their choice by choosing one of 16 School Pride Card designs. The Bank of the Valley School Pride Card can be used anytime, anywhere. Show your school pride this year and sign up today by visiting any one of the 5 Bank of the Valley locations.
It's our privilege to make a healthy difference in Columbus, and it shows in all we do. Columbus Community Hospital is community-owned, which creates a culture built on commitment, compassion, and care. We nurture this strong sense of community in every decision and interaction, helping enhance the lives of patients we're proud to call friends and neighbors. It's no wonder community is our middle name. Learn more about our quality care and career opportunities today.
Howells Dodge coming away with the victory this evening, 26-20 in a barn burner. Here towards the end of this one, as we look back at some of the recaps, as John is going to wrangle up our Butler County Healthcare Center player of the game as well as our coach. You can see some highlights here. 20-12. East Butler with a big pass over top, and just what an unbelievable catch there in the quarter by Camden Robley to tie this one up 20-20. They were able to get the 2-point conversion, get that one going. A huge sack there in the backfield by Lane Hegeman made it fourth and quite long. So a punt was able to change the field, but then Howells Dodge got that back into real good position, and this is just an unbelievable effort by Jordan Berkacek. And Berkacek was able to get them the lead 26-20, and eventually they would go on to win by that score. But we had a couple of nice plays leading up to that, some unbelievable defensive plays. You saw a couple of efforts. Had a nice run there by Stera. They got themselves into scoring position as East Butler was making a run late here in the fourth quarter. There you see that big interception, stop by the young man Connor Bloom. And Bloom with that game-winning play. So here, this one coming back to the backside. They had a fantastic run. They run that trick play, but then knocking it loose and getting the fumble. So hope was alive for East Butler. Time was running down. They had about 1:33 to go, and then there is the heartbreaking interception for East Butler as Cade Hegeman, the junior, is now standout defensive back. He's going to be sore tomorrow, but he is certainly going to be happy ever giving themselves the win. BK, the Floor Store, bringing you this fourth quarter action. We appreciate them helping us to bring you BK, the Floor Store, in the fourth quarter, and what a barn burner it was. There you see the Jaguars breaking this one down after a fantastic performance, 26-20. And we have some recruits out here as well. Coach McLaughlin making his way back from Wayne State to come down and see some athletes as well. So you got some potential college athletes out here this evening, maybe heading up to Wayne for next year's game. Now we got the game ball as well as our player of the game interview and coach interview coming up here quite shortly. Curious, maybe you guys thought your player of the game was going to be. Ours certainly is well deserved. So many guys out here had just fantastic performances. As we get ready to go here for your Butler County Healthcare Center player of the game and coach interview, let's head down to John Kipper on the field.
Hey, welcome back. I have head coach of Howells Dodge, Mike Spears, who, I didn't even know this, you just won your 200th game, and what a 200th game to win.
Yeah, it was. That was a battle. You know, that's a really good football team, and I told Coach Biltoff I hope we don't have to see him again in the playoffs, but, you know, a good team like that, you know they're going to be somewhere down there.
And obviously you faced a defensive situation late. East Butler driving down the field. What types of things were you telling your guys to make sure that they were making the stop?
You know, we were just telling them to read their keys and remember their assignments based on their formations, and the kids did a good job of that. You know, we kind of switched a couple things up there at the end to kind of give us maybe a better chance. We were actually man-to-man on that last ball that got picked off, so that, you know, we got a hand on it on the line, and our linebacker was able to get a hold of it, so that was nice.
Obviously a very emotional game for you guys back and forth. What do you do to make sure you guys are ready next week?
Well, you know, the biggest thing is that we just told the kids that you enjoy this one tonight. We've got film in the morning at 8, and then we're going to watch it. We're probably going to make fun of each other a little bit, and then we put it behind us and we get ready for Osmond.
Awesome. Well, Coach, congrats on the win. Now we'll bring on the Butler County Healthcare Player of the Game. Thank you. And as we mentioned, Butler County Healthcare Player of the Game, Dylan Harisi, able to have one heck of a running game. Obviously, that was a really good defense you guys just faced.
Yeah.
What was the game plan, just trying to get – I mean, obviously you guys were able to get yards in the first half. Second half, a little bit tougher. What were they doing in the second?
Second, they just kept rushing us. I couldn't get up anywhere, couldn't get through the line. Just kept knocking me down. I had nowhere to go.
And I heard a little bit of that huddle post game. You guys were telling them, we'll see you guys later on maybe. Is this the team you'd want to see in the playoffs again?
No, that's definitely not the team I want to see. They're one of the toughest teams I've ever played. This is probably the toughest game I've ever played.
So obviously, all that stuff aside, toughest game played. What do you do to make sure, I just asked your coach this, that you bring the same effort next week?
We're just going to go into practice strong, have a great week of practice, get everything fixed, and we're going to come back out strong.
All right, well, that's Dylan Harisi, Butler County Healthcare Center Player of the Game. Congrats on the win, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Grant.
Thank you, John. Dylan Reishi, our Butler County Healthcare Center Player of the Game, a well-deserved honor. An unbelievable performance and a great start of the year for the Jaguars. That is not the last you've seen of East Butler. They are an unbelievable team, and both these teams will be playing in some postseason action. You can almost guarantee that. So we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Be sure to check us out at NCN Sports on Twitter. You can watch on all of our live broadcasts at ncnsportsnow.com. For our producer, Ethan Hess, for my co-anchor, John Kipper, and then for our camera workers, Lane Alamang, as well as Kim and Edith Mendoza. We appreciate you guys tuning in for this broadcast of high school football from Howells. Howells Dodge with the victory, 26-20. We will see you guys next time, on Monday specifically, here on News Channel Nebraska for live softball action.